Look, I wanted her here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to Shade in the City. It's your girl Treese here with my lovely co-host. We have Sky. Y'all know her from Twitter and her spaces, of course. And we have the lovely Kimi as well, who also has her own YouTube. Is it Kimi Tune? Is that the name of your YouTube channel, Kimi?
Yes.
Okay, so y'all make sure y'all go and follow Kimi and support her, okay? Y'all do that, ASAP and Sky. But I want to thank you ladies for being here with me this evening. As I was telling the ladies backstage, I do think Elaine is under the weather, so she might not be joining us, which makes me sad because we was waiting for her. I was just going to pass the plate over to her and let her start cooking, add her spices and seasonings, okay? But I'm sure the girls that I have up here are going to do a wonderful job of frying the hell out of Tate, okay? So if you guys haven't already... What'd you say?
You know I got it for Theodore.
Oh, I know. So if you guys have not already, please go ahead, hit that like button. If you're new here and you're liking the vibe, please go ahead and subscribe because it's absolutely a good time, y'all. So I'm going to run this intro because we got a lot to get into, and I'm going to try to not have us up here for 3-4 hours. We're going to try to keep it cute and sweet and simple, okay? But let's get into it. Let's get shady. From skyline pen, shade in the city, true hit like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets feel winter. No filters, no edits, I'm raw with my splinters. My life a movie, they're watching us trailers. I'm not gonna hold you, shade in the city, there's life in the mood. You like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. City, I'm not gonna hold you, shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. All right, y'all. So per usual, even though Sky's gonna hate me for this, but we gotta do it. We gotta talk about the things that we don't give a damn about first, and just go ahead and get that out the way. Okay. So first, I would say what we not care about. First, let's circle back because we stopped last week at episode 5. So Friday's episode, we finally found out Danny is a carrier of the gene. It was very unfortunate. We seen Nicole definitely be there for her sister to lean on. It had me in tears. And I love the way Nicole showed up and showed out for her little sister. I really could appreciate it. Any thoughts on that, Kimi and Sky?
I loved it.
It was beautiful. I loved it. No, you go ahead.
When Danny sat down and to say, I think, I'm guessing that Nicole and Naomi and Chelsea got to take the test. I teared up because I was just like, I felt that in my heart. And then when Nicole broke down as well, when she just like, I'm on my way, I was just like, see, I love this show.
I agree.
Yeah, they had me in my feelings. I'm not a big Danny fan, but they had me in my feelings. And I was just like, wow, this is really, it's hitting me. Like, it's deep. And like when she climbed in the bed with her, it was a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I almost ugly cried a little bit.
It's just I ugly cried a little bit.
Girl, because like I was just like, how y'all gonna do this to me?
Well, I didn't want either one of them to have it, but I have to admit, I just don't think nobody would have been accepting if Nicole had it. Like we would have.
Girl, I would have flipped the table. Okay,
I know.
My sister she already had the miscarriages. Punk ass Theodore played in her face. Then you got Leslie running around town, Eva out here. Like I would have flipped the table. Okay, flipped the table.
See, and I really thought that like I said last time, I really thought Nicole was going to be the one to have it. And then we were going to find out like that was how we was going to find out that Eva was her daughter. Like the soap.
Oh, girl.
The soap mind in me, that's where that went for me. That's why I was just like, this is where they're going to go. But I'm glad that she didn't because, yeah, she's had too much.
I agree.
I never need Eva to be her damn daughter. I'm going to just say that.
I'm with
I need
you.
that to never happen. I need that to never happen because that girl has done too much to walk back and think I'm supposed to accept her as a Dupree.
I agree.
True. I agree too. I don't need her to be Ted's daughter either. I want him to have ish on his
I
face.
said that earlier. I just said I don't think that she is. Something is telling me because the way he keeps saying I'll always be here for you and loving you. I really feel
Mhm.
like she's not gonna be his daughter, and I'm gonna love that for him because you know what,
They were doing a lot of
Theodore.
foreshadowing the last couple of days.
Like I want to slap Theodore. Like I don't call him Ted because that's too cute for him. Like he need Theodore. He need a grown raggedy man name. Theodore Cleophas Richardson. Okay.
Not Cleophas. So can I just say one thing that I can appreciate Beyond the Gates for this week is that we literally, I think today was the first day we got Eva this week. And I think what was today the first that we saw Leslie yesterday, I think, with Marcel. But
Yeah.
outside of that, I noticed that again, the Duprees are starting to come back like they were in season 1 as the forefront, and everybody else is just supporting. And so I could appreciate that. I actually really like this week, honestly. Hey, Blatant Truth. Hey, Kamara. Hey, Jazz. Welcome, babe. Hey, Corey J. But yeah, no, that's one thing I got to give them that they did well this week.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's how it should be.
Because that's what made the first like 50 episodes or something so strong is because they were more centered on them. And then when they started getting away from like the reveal and stuff, they really tried to focus on all this other stuff. And that's where they really, really lost the plot. And honestly, I told my friends, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I told my friends that I thought that this was y'all trying to work up on that renewal. Y'all trying to make sure y'all get it before y'all pull the rug from under us. And don't be playing with me, girl.
And that might be what they're doing. They might, I mean, I forgot who it was. Actually, I didn't forget. I was in Mika's TikTok last night, and she was talking about it. And I think it was Lammy. Is that the guy that plays Isaiah? And he was talking about how they absolutely be on set talking about us.
Oh.
Like talking about the content creators and what we're talking about, even though they say, oh, no. And I'm sure they do film this stuff, but Sky and I can both, and we've said it many times, there's been too much stuff that's so close to what we have said verbatim online to make us believe that you're not listening to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I told you. You know the fan fiction I wrote. I told him it's like a crystal ball over there because so many things that I wrote in that fan fiction have come on the screen in the last 3 weeks or so, and I'm like, what? Right. I mean, I know you filmed it before I wrote it, but like, I was like, baby, my crystal ball is out here hitting, honey. Like, what?
Okay, agreed. Corey said, why do people want Eva to be Nicole's daughter? I don't know. I don't know
because Eva. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Eva can't stand alone. The one thing we also were talking about in one of my chats is that Eva is not a standalone character. She needs Cat to survive. Like if Cat is like the water to her plant, honey, she needs Cat to survive. And so without Cat being there, she has no story. Because y'all saw what happened when they put her off over there with Isaiah. It was lame. Like they went on a milkshake bland ass date talking about playing strip. What is strip spades? Okay, what is it? Look, black people, y'all out here, let me know what is strip spades. Have we ever done this before?
I have never heard of strip spades. I've never played strip spades. And last time I checked, I know you can play spades with 2 people, but it's a little weird. Like I've done it, but it's not the most fun. You need another 2 people to play with.
Like, girl, what is a strip spade? Like I could see strip Uno or something. Like you slap down a draw 4 and you drop 4.
Look, I said y'all can play naked twister. I said, why ain't y'all playing naked twister? Something that actually makes sense. That's like, okay, we've heard of that, but for strip poker, like I don't know. It was just like it, but you know, she again, the bar is set in hell for her. So she just so happy picking up any crumbs and eating that shit up. Hey DeMarcus, how you doing, boo? Thank you for stopping by.
But hey, sorry. I was gonna say it's also the soapy thing to do because it's just like mortal enemies finding out that they're related. That's the only reason why.
Okay. I could have gone for it right after the reveal or whatever if they had of fixed the way they wrote her if she wasn't what she is now, because now it's like they did too much with her. Like I can't walk it back and act like I'm gonna be okay with like this girl suddenly being a Dupree after all the stuff that she's done, because she literally has had no remorse for most of the things that she done. The only thing she has remorse for, I think, is possible. And honestly, even with the Nicole stuff, I think you got remorse because you want the job. Like you like the job. You like the feeling that you got from having the job. And you liked her admiration. You liked her paying attention to you. And now that she don't, it's like, oh, I want that back. I don't even think you're sorry because you actually hurt her. I think you're sorry because you have no access to her anymore.
Right.
So I don't even think that you're sorry, like truly sorry about what you actually did to this woman. I think you might be sorry that you lost your access to her. So I
That's
don't
really
think
it.
that's like no way for me to walk that back and make me be okay with her being that woman's daughter.
So Tamika I want to read her comment. She said, I was hoping Kat would have accepted Eva's good gesture today. We were literally just talking about this backstage. I guess those sisters will never get along, and I think Kat will need her. So let me tell you something, Tamika. I wasn't even mad at the comment until the last little line, and I'm not mad at it. But literally when she said that line to Kat, like, oh, you gonna need me. Like, and you, you're gonna know I'm not, bitch. I am not. I am Kat
Okay.
Richardson.
She don't need you at all. She will never need you.
So that's the only thing, but I appreciate your comment, and that's why I put it up on the screen. I had to read it. Ladies, what do you think about what
Girl,
Tamika had to
she
say?
need that trick like a hole in the head, okay? Like, I'm sorry. Like, what's the song? Hope was like a penny with a hole in it. That's them.
Oh yeah, like a penny with a hole in it. Hey,
yeah, no.
Daz, something an overly horny MF comes up with. So talking about overly horny, you know what? I was listening. I saw this TikTok last night, and it was this guy giving really nice insults. And I'm gonna give this to Shanice. I hope you get exactly what you deserve. Or no, you live the life that you deserve, or whatever he said, but it was real cute but smart. And that's what I wish for Shanice, because yeah, her overly horny ass, but we're gonna get to her soon. Kamara said, I wanted to say to Beyond the Gates powers that be, thank you for listening to us, because we all know there is a certain show that shall remain nameless that purposely doesn't listen to their fans. Oh, okay. Jonda said, Ted made me want to scream today. I know he did. He made us all want to
scream. Jonda, me too. I was screaming at the freaking TV the whole time. I was like, you pea-headed.
Jonda, I'm about to drop the link in the chat if you want to come up. There was nothing good about Eva's gesture. It was ill-conceived, ill-timed, and out of line, period. Well, first, okay, we got to say till we get after. We almost 15 minutes, and then we could cuss Ted out, but we got to wait till we get past 15 minutes.
That's why I kept shutting it down, because I was about
girl. Okay, so let's okay. Things we don't care about. Ashley and damn Grayson. Now, can I just say, I don't know if y'all agree, but I kind of saw Ashley in a different light this week. Like, she seemed more lit up. I don't know if they did her hair or I don't know, but she just looked better. She looked lighter. I actually didn't mind her scene so much with the dude. And Grayson is better on the eyes than what do you call them, Sky? Eyebrows. Derek any day. So I was just like, okay, Ashley. I said, and so I'm realizing, because again, Derek is not necessarily bad when he's not with Ashley. So I think they just found out the hard way when they just put them together that they had no chemistry, and they realized they had to pivot. What y'all think?
Yeah, I did not mind them until today when she was getting too much exposition, because I don't need to see her at all. And I dislike her and Naomi, because but them together, I do like her better with the Grayson guy. I also feel like I wish Grayson was with somebody else, because he too good looking to be with Ashley, and Kat is still with Tomas.
That part. Or again, that could have been somebody for Shanice, but again, the bar is set in hell.
Yeah, so just
I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh no, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say Shanice is getting the life she deserves.
That's what I wanted to say. Get the life you deserve, right?
Oh, my poor Shanice.
That cheesecake peddling heifer can have Theodore.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it for her.
I love it for her, actually, because the more I see of her, the more I don't like her. I hope Leslie terrorized her, because it's what she deserves, because she's a sneaky little shrimp.
Welcome, Jonda.
Hello, ladies.
Hey.
Hey.
So what are your thoughts on Ashley and Grayson?
I like Grayson. He's easy on the eyes. I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
haven't gotten to know him yet, but he's definitely easy on the eyes. I don't want to hate on Derek, but I I I think he's hotter than Derek. And
Oh, that's no contest. You ain't got to. They ain't hating everybody. I think everybody on this platform can agree
Okay, I
that.
was, I didn't want Derek just to be catching unnecessary strays, but
And he
you
acts
know,
better too.
great. Yeah, he does. I just need, and I'm sure we're gonna get to it. Better dialogue. There's someone on staff that thinks that they know how to write sexy dialogue, and it's awful with everybody. It is the double entendres be like triple entendres, and oh, it's awful.
Look, this is when Beyond the Gates people. This is when you need
oh,
Sky. Sky. You can hire Sky. She can help you out in the romance department. Okay, she can write you some nice, steamy, smut type of, you know what I'm saying, love scenes if you want them. Okay, and they'll be good. They'll be
Okay,
real,
I've
real
had
good.
friends that
Listen,
have brought me
I
on
just
board to do their sexting for them, so I can do it too.
can I just tell you that it is baffling to me that they really had to go find somebody's daddy to come here a little bit just for her to find some chemistry. Because, child, this is the third time that we've had somebody out here for her. Like, they really
Mm.
had to go find somebody's daddy to come out here and make you look relevant. I'm really upset.
Oh
So
no.
maybe the problem is her.
She is the problem because
She
Derek had
has been
chemistry
the
with other
problem.
people. He had chemistry with other people. He had chemistry with her mama, child. I don't know. He had chemistry with everybody besides her. Like he had chemistry with
Exactly.
Shanice. He had chemistry with Naomi. He had chemistry with Haley. He had chemistry with her mama. Like he had it. She did it, and like they really had to go find somebody's daddy for you to find some chemistry, child. I'm embarrassed for you. I don't know.
Well, Miss Curly Headed guy was Miss Curly Headed said Ashley don't have chemistry with Grayson either. So y'all just feel like it's Ashley. Jazz said, is she meant to be that awkward? She is. And if y'all ever notice the compare, I always say it in my recaps. If y'all ever notice, there's a reason why her and Naomi are friends. Because they both are overthinkers and oh my god and and they spaz out like
Treat that ain't why.
even this week. Well, don't do that. We're gonna get there. Even we're gonna get there because I'm sorry, we gotta talk about it because it's just too damn
Yes, we
obvious.
do.
It's too damn obvious at this point. But just even the way she was like, Naomi, calm down. Like when she was, getting all anxious because she couldn't get into the test portal or whatever the case may be. And I was like, that's usually Naomi talking to Ashley. And I was like, they literally are kind of one and the same, but we gonna get there, y'all. We gonna get it. Well, we might as well get there. First of all, Naomi, Jacob, go ahead and free yourself. I am tired of seeing this man be punished by this woman that clearly don't want to be with you. Okay, I don't know. It's something triggered when that baby scare happened, and she don't want to do this. She do not want to do this no more. And I was actually cringing this week to see her being like, Ashley, you going on a date? Oh, let me set you up on a date. Let me go with you on a date. Let me stare at you the whole time you on a date. And I said, is this not weird to any? And Jacob sitting there looking at her like, and then when she said something to the effect of, when he was like, oh, are you trying to skip hospital visits? And she said something about, oh, well, Dr. Grayson has such, what he said, such great
Nice
hands or
thing.
something like that. I said, Jacob, I'm sorry. No, we not gonna have you looking like Doug out here being emasculated on this good. No, deputy, do good. You doing good. And this ain't it. This ain't it. I am sorry. It was cringy. And I had to start to believe the narrative that Naomi might want a piece of Ashley because it was weird.
The way she was watching her at that bar, I was like, damn, why don't you just go put your head between her titties or something? I don't know. The way she was here watching her, it really was weird for me. And I was like, this is getting very awkward because
Right.
she's like, oh, it was a scoop. That was a scoop. And even when she did the little dip with the head and not let him kiss her, she was over there just like mouth watering. I'm like, girl, what is wrong with you? Like your man is sitting right here. And like
Right.
Miss Renee, shout out to Miss Renee because she been calling it for months now. Starsky and Hutch, honey. I believe in you, Miss Renee. I believe in you because I'm seeing it, girl. I'm seeing the vision. Like them people, she want to bang that. I think it's one sided too. I think Naomi want to bang Ashley. Ashley don't know.
if we suddenly find out that in real life those two have fallen in love and gotten together, I wouldn't be surprised.
I
Mm.
mean, cause like, I'm sorry, that's honestly
Because
the only chemistry that she really, really like. The strongest chemistry that she got is with Naomi. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say
because
it.
the interesting thing, especially with that scene, because I love to flip things sometimes. When you look at that scene of how she was so overly invested in watching them on their date, now take that same scenario and imagine if Naomi was a guy watching a girl they knew, or
Mm-hmm.
even their girl best friend on a date with someone else, it wouldn't be hard to believe. Everybody would be like, oh, he doesn't want to be her bestie. He wants to be her man. It's literally the premise for damn near every, you know, YA sort of teen rom-com in the 80s and the 90s, the best friend who really wants to be the mate,
And they play the long game.
and they play the long game. That's what that whole thing looked like.
Yeah, it did. It was so cringy. I said, I have never, as a woman, I had plenty of friends. I am so uninvested to the point where Ashley was like, I can't kiss this man because Naomi, my face is melting because Naomi is burning a hole in my face. That was weird. And just the way she was talking to Jacob, like, nope, I'd just rather sit here and be a third and a fourth wheel with you. I said, yo, Jacob, get the fuck up. Get the fuck up, Jacob.
It was weird. I mean, I have definitely, back in the day, and I'm sure, who knows, maybe the day will come again where I've been excited for a friend or fixed up a friend, or even been out with them. And of course, we're all geeked up behind the scenes. We're all geeked up while we're getting dressed and heading out, and when we take that obligatory trip to the ladies' room, how's it going? Do you like them? But I'm not slobbering on it to the
Right.
point of ignoring my own situation. And then when they leave, okay, good. When I see her, I see her. Or I hit her up the next morning, especially if I help to hook them up. But the way Naomi was carrying on, I was concerned that she was going to be like throwing rocks up at her window to find out whether or not he was still there.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like how she does Jacob, because it's just like that man been
Yeah.
trying. He been trying with her, and she won't give him nothing, and then she'll give it all to Ashley. And I
And
wouldn't be
all he trying to
surprised.
do is do good. And don't get me wrong.
For
And,
real.
Here
and,
she
and
go with the
don't get
do
me wrong.
good.
I empathize with both of them, like taking Ashley out of it, and all jokes aside, just looking at their situation, I truly feel for both of them, but in terms of what they're going through, the whole baby thing and all of that, because that's that in real life, that would be terribly hard. You guys thought that you wanted the same things, and it don't even have to be a baby. It could be anything in your marriage. You thought you wanted the same things, and now you don't. And it's not one of those easy things where the other person could go, okay, you're right, because we're talking about bringing a whole human being into the world.
No, I
So,
agree. I agree,
so
Father.
I
That's a
feel
hard.
for them on that, but the way that she is doing him is like, girl, at this point, there's no amount of counseling that's going to make you not, in terms of him, there's no amount of counseling that's going to make him not want to be a father if he wants to be a father. That's something that's runs deeper than whether or not we want to still live across town from our parents, or whether or not I'm going to go back to graduate school. It's sad because we know that this has an inevitable end, but she
Mm-hmm.
ain't got to be treating him like he's a clown. And I'm the chick that will, I'm going to go down for the women defending us for everything, but she treating him like a just
Like
a
he's a
chump.
bother.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I agree. And I feel bad because he's not leaving. He's not
He
leaving.
needs to.
She's gonna have to leave him. Lorena
You're
Juju.
right. He's Effie. He's the Effie White in this situation.
Oh, not Effie. Lorena Juju said Naomi and Jacob need to find the other 80% of a house and stop minding other people's business. I've been screaming it from the rooftops. Okay, screaming from the rooftops that they need to go find. But I said the problem is there. I always knew there was something deeper in their marriage, and that's why they always in everybody else's business.
Well, I mean, they don't need to say that they ain't gonna stay together. Like, why waste a good set on them? You know.
Well, I mean, again, maybe we can get her an actual so she can get out of the law offices of Orphe Jeans. I'm gonna say it every chance I get.
Trees, you know she ain't got no job. Just you know she ain't got no job. That is Tommy. That is
Tommy had
Hearn.
more of a job
She
than
ain't got
Naomi
no
at this point.
job. Okay,
Her
Naomi
job
ain't
is
got no
minding other
job.
people's business. That's her job.
That's right. It's
Girl,
minding other
so-
people's business.
Like, she is a Orphe Jean social worker. Okay, boo number 5.
And her other job is being an op to her family.
Oh God.
Right. She the biggest op in the family. Like, girl.
Miss Curly Headed said Naomi doesn't deserve a bit of sympathy. She can just end it with him. Find someone who don't want kids or just sleep with Ashley because I'm tired. Woo! I think you said it best.
Not sleep with Ashley. Well, yeah, sleep with Ashley.
Yeah, Diara said Naomi is one argument right from dropping Jacob off at Catherine's curtain door. Can we talk about why them girls can't get they have a curtain as a door?
Oh, child.
And mind you, I forget. I think it's somebody from Sky Spaces that always brings it up. Y'all, she was kidnapped, and y'all still got a curtain as a door and no extra security.
Child.
It's the lack of security for me, because, like, you were a singer, Anita. You were a senator, Vernon. Martin is a congressman. Danny was a model. Nicole is a world-renowned psychiatrist. Why none of y'all have security? I'm really upset.
Mm-hmm.
And after and I'm with you, all of the things, and to me, even more so after Chelsea was kidnapped, because Chelsea being kidnapped shouldn't just scare her, it should scare everybody. Because if anybody is kidnapped that I know, that ain't just a wake-up call for them, it's a wake-up call for everybody. We like, well, damn, we really being kidnapped out here. We need to lock our doors, or we need to get doors.
Man, Martin is the
Listen,
safest
girl.
one. Martin is the safest one out the family, and he don't even live in the gates. That's the sad part.
That's true.
Y'all want to know a secret? Like, Nicole gonna be next, because she always people always in her house. Every time she walk up in that piece, somebody in that house just waiting on her. Like, girl, you finna be next. They finna get you next.
They just need to move out the
get you
gates. Because
people be in her house, people be in Ted's hotel room, people be in what's his name house, Bill. People be in his house. You know, Danny walked right in, got drunk and everything.
I mean,
ain't no
in the case of Theodore, though,
what kind of security y'all got?
In the case of Theodore, can they walk in and shoot him though? Like, I mean, because if you're gonna be in there, mean it. You don't just be in there for fun.
Right? Make it count.
If you're gonna be in there, mean it. Like, shit, what we in here for?
Right.
And Haley want Bill dead. Bill don't lock his door. So really, can't they just have somebody come kill him? Why do a slow death? Just take him out. I mean, not that I want Bill dead, but I mean,
does she?
If you trying to kill somebody, nobody locking doors around here. It just don't seem like it would be that hard.
But does she really want him dead? Because she sure keep doing things and acting like she don't. She is giving him the poison, but it's like
I don't think it's poison.
I think her dumb cousin. That is sugar water.
It's sugar water.
Dumb. I think she giving Randy money. Randy spending the money, and Randy just giving her, like you said, he just giving her like flat tonic water or something.
Well, can I say, Jonda, I'm not even mad because we haven't, we see Randy in and out, but I wouldn't even be mad if they spun that and Randy's playing her. I could actually appreciate Randy. I would actually appreciate that storyline if Randy was playing her. Because remember, she said something and he was like, she was like, you can't do it without me or something like that. And it kind of already gave me that hint that like, oh, what if he turned on her? So I actually would like to see that.
Because who says Randy wants a murder on his hands? Randy kind of punkish.
Yeah, he is.
Remember, Randy didn't even do the job that what's his name? Joey paid him to do. That's his actual job. He kept warning Ted, and damn near losing his job because he kept wanting Ted. And then when he was supposed to get rid of homeboy, he took the money and ran out of town for a hot minute. So Randy a punk actually.
No, Randy didn't go nowhere. You don't remember?
Yes, he did. No, he
Oh,
did
did
leave
he?
for a little bit. He came
Yeah,
back
he did
though. Yeah,
leave,
he
and then he
left and he
came
came
back.
back.
Yeah, because
Oh,
remember
because
he
I
had
thought
the bad
they
Joey.
found him at the airport and he had left the baby mama and the kid and everything.
Is
Nah,
it?
he
Yeah,
left
so
and came
remember he
back.
was a bit of a punk. So I could see Randy just kind of giving her some flat ginger ale and the poison thing. And then just kind of, and she's so dumb, she just kind of letting it ride out like, oh, I need some more.
Because you
Girl,
been
that ain't nothing but
poisoning
a
him
little
for
lemon
months.
lime soda, child. What
Right. You've
happened
been
is
poisoning him for
Randy.
months. He ain't got no shakes, no nothing. Like,
Right.
I would be looking
What
at
if?
that.
But what if y'all Randy went and told Bill what she was up to and he faked falling out that time and he heard and he was sitting there listening to her? Cause like, girl, this shit that ain't nothing but a little flat lemon lime soda. That is not poison. That stuff is too clear. It's like ain't nothing going on. Like
She said that's
Bill ain't.
Sprite. That's just a flat Sprite.
That made me
Girl,
think of
that's
Coming to America when he said, "That ain't nothing but some Ultra Purr."
right. It's that girl. That's a little flat lemon lime soda, and he out here putting it in a nasty tea. That's why I feel like today he was like, "I ain't drinking no more. You're poison." And the way she was like, "What? Why would you say that?" And it was like it felt like he just threw it out there to let her know, "Bitch, I know what you trying to pull, but you ain't pulling it. What you ain't doing what you think you doing." Because like I refuse to believe Bill is just really this stupid. Like I mean he could be, but are you really this stupid? Like really?
Mm.
I think Bill is distracted even more so now than ever because we saw him kind of leaning into Danny, leaning into like, damn, I messed up, leaving my real woman. He's been on that for months. Even before finding out about this whole cancer scare, he was already realizing that the grass wasn't greener. So I think she's been able to get away with more because she's terrible at what she's doing. I think she's been able to do the dumb stuff because he's been so distracted, and now he's even more distracted.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
I
And
guess.
since we're already on the topic, can I just say, and I know a lot of y'all may disagree with me, and I said it on Twitter, Bill was the MVP in today's episode, okay? The way he read Haley down for filth was everything for me.
Oh, I
Okay?
had no problem with it. It to
I
me
loved it.
that wasn't even so much about the whole, whether or not you want him and Danny together or whatever. Haley deserved the read, and
Mm-hmm.
he was the person to give it to her. Like
Yes.
he did right. Absolutely.
And I
He
think
did
he
right.
realized I think he realizes too, and I've been saying this, everybody keeps calling her the child bride, and I think he realizes more and more and more she absolutely is a fucking child. And so that's I think his you know how as a parent you keep telling you I know Sky's gonna understand this. You keep telling your kids something and you be like, look, I ain't gonna tell you, but one more time. And that's literally what Bill gave me until he said, Mother, I can't do it. Like, you know what I mean? And just lost his shit. And I was here for it. I said I loved every minute of it. I was like, yes, Bill. And I wish you would have just said, keep playing with me, and I'm gonna serve you up divorce papers. Have Caroline pull them up, play with me. You know she waiting to take your place anyway. Keep playing with
Right.
me.
See, it's a
Caroline was
catch
outside
twenty
the door.
two. It is a catch 22 too because part of Haley's delusion, putting the villain part to the side in terms of her trying to kill him, but part of the delusion with Haley in terms of the way that now all of a sudden, which I can't give him any credit for, all of a sudden, every chance he gets, he points out the obvious in terms of why people feel about her the way they do, and she needs to be more mindful of this or that because of how the situation unfolded. Well, Bill, you helped to create that monster too, because even if she was too young and foolish to understand the broader implications of how you would not be received, based on the situation, if she couldn't understand it, because maybe let's say she was in love with him and wearing rose-colored glasses, even if she couldn't understand it, your monkey ass knew.
Mm. Well,
And so, but you fed into that delusion by first of all, buying her the house inside the gate, then forcing people to come to the wedding, then having her a membership at the country club and whatever, and telling people you got to be nice to her or whatever. You fed into that delusion. And now that you sit to her, now you going to point out to her every time y'all have an argument, well, of course they don't like you because blah, 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 blah. We knew that a year ago. And you knew that a year ago.
true.
I'm gonna give him his sixes for that, but every time he mentions how she broke up the family, I just have to look at him side eye. I just because it's like, sir, you're the one who decided to actually divorce the family. So yeah, she came in and cheated with you like you did with all them other women, but you decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna actually leave my wife for her. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to do
Um.
that, fine. But the bigger issue is, well, that's a big issue. But to exacerbate and make it worse is you fed into shoving it in everybody's face. That's the bigger problem. If you
Exactly.
going to leave your family and y'all going to do whatever, y'all go and do that someplace else.
Okay. Can I come in here and I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
shake the table a little bit?
Shake it, shake it.
Um. I'm sorry, but his read fell real flat on me because
Ooh.
regardless of you not knowing that she's trying to poison you, that shit was inappropriate. She got a whole husband at home. She did not have to come to your office. She did not have to be all hugged up on you. You basically tried to read her down to deflect the fact that y'all were doing something wrong in the first place. She should have never
Oh,
been
no, I'm
there.
with you.
Speak that part.
So that's your wife and you don't know what she up to. So it was very disrespectful as her husband to be hugged up with your ex-wife in your office in the fucking place where she works. First of all, I come up in here and catch you with your ex in my damn place of business, I'm tearing the whole office up. I don't care what's going on because she didn't have to be there with you. It ain't like she got cancer. She has a genetic mutation that could lead to cancer. Bitch, you don't have it. Why are you here? You're not gonna be coming up in here hugging up on my husband. I don't give a heck. I don't give a damn. Because first of all, if it was his daughters, I could see it. If it was about his daughters, I could see it. You came there for yourself. So while his read was cute or whatever, I
I
don't blame
feel
Haley for coming in swinging. Because first of all, if you was really, really in this marriage and we were really in it together, and I came in and saw that, I don't know if I was Haley, I probably would have reacted the exact same way. I'd be like, "Girl, fuck your mama, fuck your cancer, and fuck them kids." Okay, like
Well,
literally would have been
I,
going left.
I just want to hold on. I just want to address Jazz's comment because I think she's agreeing, and a lot of people in the comments are agreeing with y'all. But Jazz said, "Funny how Bill started getting tired once he found out Danny finally moved on with Andre. He thought she would be sitting around pining after him." And then Miss Curly had said, "You see, I would have cared about him reading her today if she wasn't partially true about him defending Professor Big Bird, and if he wasn't always who's Professor Big Bird? Not you going at my girl like that? If he wasn't always blaming her for the affair that he was a part of."
yep.
Okay.
Now I will say I agree with you, Sky, with everything, because yeah, but at the same time, I don't care if Danny is in that man's face like that because I would do it just to spite Haley because you were part of the reason why my marriage broke up. So yes,
You
I will
came in my
always
house. Yep.
I got my foot on your neck at all turns. And if hugging your man is making you mad, I'm gonna do it just to be spiteful.
And
But
can
I
I
agree with
Well,
you.
no, it's not a Danny problem. It's a Bill problem. If Danny wants to spite her, that's fine. You hit it on the head.
Right.
You the itch that laid spread it low and laid it low and spread it wide with my husband. So if I decide that I want to be all up in his face, I'm going to do that, especially if I know that it drives you crazy. That's fine for Danny because Danny is not married to Haley, but that's
Yeah,
not
but Bill,
fine for
yeah.
Bill. So Sky's on point. Danny can do whatever she want to do because Danny never has to show Haley any respect. But
right?
Bill is supposed to be showing Haley respect because he's her husband.
I just want Danny to respect herself though, because bitch,
Oh,
how are you
now, yeah,
respecting
now that's
yourself
a
going
whole
over
other
here?
Yeah,
conversation.
that's a
Yeah,
whole
Like,
other
absolutely.
yeah,
conversation.
she
'Cause,
don't
yeah.
have to respect Haley, but she need to be respecting herself, and also she need to be respecting Andre. I don't even like Andre. Let me just get that out there.
Oh, not
I don't even
What?
like Andre. I don't
Oh
like him.
Oh
I don't even
no,
like him.
Oh no. Hey
But
Cleo. Hey Cleo. I seen you came in the chat.
look, I don't even like him. But let's get this understood. He don't deserve that. Like you playing in that boy's face right now, and I really have zero tolerance for that. Like that man is over here trying to do all the things that you say you want, giving you all the things that you say you need, and you over here running over the bill because Pamela told you to in one of her 6 accents that she delivered in the same scene. Like, are you kidding me
Yo.
right now?
Okay,
Speaking
so
of
can
Pamela,
we discuss that? Because
sorry.
I'm sorry, Pam is, I know who Dixie, I know who she is, right? I know who in the soap world, she's so relevant. But in this role, and I've been saying this since day one when she came on our screen, I said, when did she get an accent?
Child.
And
Girl,
then
she
it
picked it
seems,
up when she got to Atlanta, child. I don't know.
and then it seems to progressively get worse.
Yeah.
Girl, she be giving 6 different ones in the same damn scene. I'm like, what are we doing? Are you Austrian? Are you British? Are you like, what are you?
Does she
Like, girl,
like
where are we
Nicole?
from?
I don't
I
think
have
she
no
likes
idea what these
Nicole.
accents. I
What'd you
have
say,
no.
Cleo?
Sorry.
She
I was saying,
was being really really shady towards Nicole, and I'm feeling away.
yeah.
And I'm like, girl, if you hate my sis, you just let me know right now because we can go ahead and handle this. Like, what you want to do, Pamela?
Oh, I missed that. I missed the Nicole
Right.
shade.
Right. Because that's what I was
She
saying.
was
Because I was,
being really weird.
yeah, because she was just like, when Danny was saying, like, oh, Nicole doesn't have it. And she was just like, just because she have it, don't mean that something else ain't out there. And
Oh yeah, I did catch
I
that.
was
I
just
didn't, but I
like,
The
didn't read
gun,
into
something
it.
does she not
about
like
just
her?
because she dodged that bullet doesn't mean the gun
Yeah.
isn't still low. There's not
Oh
something still in
damn,
the
I didn't
chamber or
read
something
into
like that.
it.
And I was like, what you trying to say? I was like, what
Right.
you trying to say, accent? What you talking about?
Wow, I didn't read into it like that, y'all. Y'all just made me see that conversation totally differently. I
Well,
did.
but Treese, I've already felt like something was gonna happen to Nicole because you know what I feel.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I felt it since the moment I saw it, and I can't ignore that. They keep dropping more ambles every freaking week. I feel like they're giving me more and more reason to be worried about my good sis because I'm sorry, y'all, that little white man was creepy, and I just keep feeling like something gonna happen to her. I don't know.
Oh, I forgot
Not
about him.
Dr. Rollins. And why would they bring him on just to take him off?
I don't think they know
Cause
what to
he
do with
creepy.
him.
He finna pop out. He finna pop out them damn bushes on our sister. Like, what you talking about? He finna pop out them damn bushes on her. Girl, he finna kidnap Nicole, have her ass tied up in the basement somewhere. She gonna be in the damn hospital warehouse. Over here fooling with him. Crazy, creepy crawler.
Not you are terrible. Okay. So
No, when he came at her with them hands, all I could see was dude from The Shining. Here's Johnny. That's all I could see. Like, he's crazy. I don't care what y'all say. He's a creep.
all I'm gonna say is Sky is a very good predictor, like myself. So I'm not gonna take that away from her. If you throwing your line out there, you might catch something. I ain't gonna say you not. Maybe a big fish, or maybe a small fish, but hey, I think you might
I
catch
got a
something.
whole list of my conspiracy theory, and I feel like I'm not wrong. I feel like something is wrong with him. It was something off. Because on the couch, I didn't feel that way. On the couch, I was like, "Oh, they're cute" or whatever. I didn't want to like it, but I admit it. It was cute, whatever. But then when he got in her office, I was like, he creepy. No, nope, 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 nope. He weird. Nah, it's something wrong with him.
Mm.
So,
Well, so let's get. I've seen a lot of people were upset today. Again, because we're still on thing. We've been jumping around, but Jessica and Tyrell, and then we got a little piece of June, which I actually thought June was cute today because she was like, "Girl, I need you to speak English. I don't know what a ratatouille is." So I thought that was cute, but I literally, and y'all remember, y'all can go back. It's in my tweet history. I can't take it back now. I would love me some Jessica and Tyrell, and I was like, "Oh, they so cute." That little girl get on my nerves, and I feel like a lot of people are having the same sentiments. But what do y'all think about Jessica and Tyrell right now?
Very much
that
so.
little
I love
demon
them.
child.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sky.
Like, I liked them too, and I thought they were so cute when they did the little king and queen couple costume, whatever. And then it was just like little Chucky turned demonic. I don't know what happened. Like, she just little Annabelle over here acting a fool now. Like, what is her problem? Like, she
She
just
really
like
did
went
switch
demonic
up.
on us.
Yeah.
I I couldn't understand, and I still don't get it because now she's like, first she's like, oh, the cotillions buy old people and money, and they just try to throw it around. Now you suddenly okay with it because he agreed to escort you. It's really weird. Girl, I don't know if you are you tweaking? Like, are you on some sort of like enhancement drug? Like, I don't understand. Like,
Not
what's going
enhanced.
on? Like, did
She's
the drugs kick in?
Unfortunately, unfortunately, I hope that my foreshadowing and prediction is wrong, but I'm getting the vibe that the switch up is because she plans to do something to F up that cotillion,
I
uh
agree.
and little
Ooh,
homie
Yep.
is going to be unfortunately wrapped up in it with her because
Yep.
she knows that he's also a do good, and she's not gonna tell him until it's too late and he's already wrapped up in it with her. But I think that that's the vibe that I am getting. I think that she's planning something else. I think she knows that no matter how much crap she talks, her parents are not going to let her out of it. So, and she also recognizes that she is getting on everybody's nerves by, going to everything and being Little Miss Anti. So this will be her way to plan something. I hope I'm wrong. It'll make for a good
Hey,
story,
Shonda,
but
hold on. Hold on. I gotta, girl. Yes. Okay. I thought I was the only one that had that thought today. I said this
yeah,
little gonna do something to put this up. I said she gonna find a way. I said I can just see her wheels turning in her head, and I said,
absolutely. That
I
was the
sound
total
like
vibe.
it.
I got it. The switch up was too quick, and she ain't that pressed about Tyrell that just the mere thought of going with him makes her change her mind because he was going to be there anyway.
Anyway,
And if
right?
he's your boyfriend and you guys needed cotillion partners, he was going to end up being your damn cotillion partner anyway.
Mm.
can I be real with
Asking
y'all?
him just made him feel extra geeked about it. But if he's your boyfriend and you have to have your cotillion waltz partner, it was going to end up being him any freaking way. So, and she knows that because as she says, I was raised in this world even though I don't like it. So it's a scheme that she done set up with Todd.
Oh, I told you, Shonda. Go ahead, Sky. You had something to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna be absolutely transparent. I don't want to see no damn cotillion. I hope we never have to get there. I hope we never have to go there. Cause honestly, them kids get on my damn nerves, all of them.
Not them kids get on my nerves.
Well,
I
remember,
don't
this
want to.
show is notorious for doing entire parties and events off screen. So we're not going to see a cotillion. We're going to see them all
Thank
dressed up
you.
for it. We're going
I
to see
appreciate
them go
that.
to the country club, and whatever BS Jessica does will explode. And then that will be it. I mean, think about it. If you really think about it, even with
I was gonna say,
one of the most
Shonda.
major events on the thing, and I'm not even talking about the winter party. Go back to the anniversary party. We never truly got to see the anniversary party, them actually going and enjoying the party. We saw them get dressed, we saw them all in the room, and bam, Leslie came in and the whole thing was
You
over.
know
We
what?
never
You're
really got
right.
to see them interact and be at the party,
That
and we
you're
sure
right.
as hell
You
didn't get
on to
to see
something
Winterfest.
there.
I'm still salty about that.
Yeah, and that would cause for too many. They got to get too many young extras to play, so we ain't gonna see no cotillion.
Yeah.
The
And
young
I honestly,
extras
I
would be
don't want
free.
to.
Well, you know what,
Cause
Jonda? You know what it reminds me of? How they always talk about, and I know this happened before the show came on, but I feel like they could at least give us a flashback as much as they talk about it. But it almost reminds me how they keep talking about how Isaiah went off at Naomi and Jacob's wedding, and him and Elon were going at it, and everybody knows about it because they were there. But we keep hearing about it, but of course we didn't see it. And I'm just gonna chunk that off because it happened before it came on. But like I said, they could have gave us a good flashback.
I'm gonna need to know what this argument was about because like everybody keeps bringing it up. Like
Mm-hmm.
different people have
Especially
brought it
since
up.
it was
So
at a wedding. That
Mm-hmm.
to me makes it even more intriguing. Like what did
right.
y'all have to argue about that was that whatever, that it couldn't wait till after your brother's wedding. And clearly him and Jacob have a good relationship, so I'm sure he wouldn't have wanted to ruin that day for Jacob on purpose. So what could the shit have been? Why was it that deep?
I need to know. Like, I feel like y'all owe me that because I mean, y'all skipped out on a lot of things that you didn't tell me about a lot of people. So I feel like y'all owe me that. I need to know what was this. What happened at the wedding? If y'all listening, what happened at the wedding? I need to know. Like, I want to know. I mean, I don't want the cotillion, but you can give me the wedding secret, please. Thank you.
Jazz said Tyrell's a little too whipped for a little boy that ain't even got none yet. But you know the ones that when they trying to get it, and he don't even seem like he trying to get it. He just really that, you know what I mean, into her. But
he likes the pleasure of her company.
And I think that's why, because I think I told y'all I was last week, I'm a little bit bothered by the fact that he keeps trying to hold her back and keep her from going to school, because I feel like that's just what you do naturally. And I shared my experience. I did that. Don't go to college. Anybody younger that's listening, don't go to college with no boyfriend. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to break you up, but if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Go live your life and have experiences. Okay. Speaking from experience, because I was in a relationship all of college and I'm like, damn. When people tell me about their I'm like, I wasn't doing that. No. I was sitting in my room because I had a boyfriend and a fiance, and yeah, no. Yeah, don't do it. And so I don't like that. And I feel like it's just for a teenage romance and they only been together for 5 seconds. But I know his pull, to your point, Scott, is that he feels like he doesn't really connect with anybody like that. And because she's kind of nerdy but I'm like, once you go out into the world and you meet other people, you'll find that there are other people or possibly could be other people, but you ain't been nowhere yet. So, you know, you think this is the best thing that's out there. Yeah. All right, y'all. So let's move on. Okay, another person that's confusing. What the hell? Okay, is Chelsea and Madison gonna get married? What is going on? Because
I need them to break up.
Well, I know you don't necessarily love Madison, but I was so confused by the conversation that Chelsea was having. And I know Chelsea's a little, you know, she's a little flighty, but I was like, Madison, when she was like, what are you talking about? So you want to live on the edge, but you want, I want you by my side. And I said, are you going to ask her to marry you? Are y'all going to move in together? Like, what do we think is next for Chelsea and Madison? Because even Madison was confused by that conversation.
I think that I don't want them to, but I think it's like, this is going to be a sticking point for them, because I think Madison is a by the book type person and Chelsea is a fly by the wayside person. Like she said, she's spontaneous. She just go to the airport, pick a destination and go and have fun. But Madison wants to plan things out. So I think that's why she was just like looking like, I don't know if I can do this. Like she low-key got OCD type.
Because I thought she was just going to ask her to go on a trip. Honestly, I was like, oh, bitch, catch a flight. I wasn't mad at it. I mean, we know they ain't really going to go nowhere because we seen Bill and Haley's honeymoon and the, you know, in the terrible backdrop of Italy. So I was just like, yeah, go. But then when she didn't really say what she was talking about, I was like, I'm so confused. What is going on, Chelsea? What is on your brain? What are you plotting, thinking? And I'm starting to think that maybe because she's like, oh, I'm thinking about life more seriously. And they already have moved fast as hell. So it would not surprise me if she's like, yeah, I need to make this official type joint.
I hope they don't go that fast, but
no, I think Madison may have looked a little alarmed because what Chelsea, I almost called her Haley, even though I see Chelsea in my head. What Chelsea was talking about was living, as you said, living more adventurously and flying by the seat of their pants and hopping flights and whatever. And I think, because I was thinking it as well, what may have alarmed Madison was more so that then that leaves me behind. Madison is a freaking neurosurgeon or whatever. She can't just be flying by the seat of her pants and hopping flights with Chelsea and whatever. And it's no shade to Chelsea, because if that's what you want to do and you're young and beautiful and you got money, do that. But that's not what Madison can do and do what she does. So that may have been more Madison's cause for alarm, because the look on Madison's face was like, yeah.
Right. And we also, because I just from them when they first met and how Madison was like, she was the person who was always in her books, or she don't like to go on live. She doesn't like to live that type of lifestyle. So now it's like Chelsea wants to revert back to what she used to do. So yeah, Madison is just looking alarmed, like, yeah, where do I fit in this? Even though you telling me you want me to be there with you, where do I realistically fit into this with, again, what I do? Because she probably work 5 days on, 2 days off, she probably do some stuff like that. So she can't just, like you said, just go when she wants to.
Yeah, like you want me
Um,
to just, start rocking out on the Doctors Without Borders life? I mean, like, what?
What you think, Sky?
okay. I think that Madison bores the epic fuck out of me. I think that Chelsea literally just figured out her sexuality when we were coming into this show, and I feel like putting her in a relationship with somebody so grounded in whatever just was not
Mm.
a good choice.
Ooh,
I
okay.
don't feel like I don't feel like she's explored herself enough to be trying to do any of that, like any of the settling down stuff, because she don't know. She literally just figured out, that she was even into women more than men, and then now she's in this boring ass relationship with this girl who literally, she's like, what is even her age range? Like, is she like, I don't.
I
It's
assume
just
if Kat is like supposed to be 24, 25 or something like
no.
that,
I'm
and
talking
her.
about Madison. Yeah, I'm talking about
Oh, well,
Madison.
I'm
Like
assuming
Madison is
they're
like
around
what?
the same age. So I'm assuming Chelsea's like maybe 27, 28, which make me think that Madison, even if she were older, is probably under 30, but like late 20s.
No, she's probably she is an
She's at least
established
30.
brain
Yeah,
surgeon.
she's at
She's
least
at least
30.
30.
Oh, okay.
She's,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's not
Because
an
that
intern or
specialty,
resident.
yeah.
She's full blown. Oh, she's one of the most well respected. Da 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 da.
Yeah, she's
Even
at
if
least 30.
yeah, she's 30 at least.
Mm.
They're in
Um,
two different walks of life right now. And so for me, I never thought that was going to work out because they're, number one, she's already like this established person in her life. Chelsea was literally all over the place, didn't know who she was, what she wanted to be. She literally just figured out that she was more into women than men. And now I don't want to see them do anything permanent because, I mean, try to do anything permanent because I'm already bored. Chelsea to me, I was expecting her to be my crash out. I was expecting her to be my whore. I was expecting her to be in the bar picking up men and women. I wanted her and Andre out here on the prowl together. I was gonna have fun with it. Cat too. As soon as she got rid of Tomas, but they have bored me so bad with this couple. Not because oh my god, not because they do have their cute moments, but they're boring to me because I wanted Chelsea to actually explore things before she locked down into anything. I feel like these
mm.
people on the show are too locked down into these couples right now. Anyways, like we have too many couples that are locked in that shouldn't be locked in. Like Naomi and Jacob should have never come together. Kat and Tomas should never have been a thing. Like it's just, and then even with Isaiah Kane, they stuck him immediately with Eva. Like you got all these people who you telling me are these certain characters, but then we don't see any of it. Like you told me that Andre was a playboy, and I'm not seeing it. Like it's just so many things, and I find myself being very like disenchanted when I watch them. Like I watch them and I want to fast forward their scenes because I don't have anything for it. And then why Madison always coming out here dressing like she need to be Nicole's age range? Child, why you always got on a button down blouse? Get out my face! Like
Well,
You
because
are
she's
so
an
funny.
actor.
Hold on. I just want to say congratulations to all those that were gifted memberships. Miss Curly headed said, honestly, Chelsea has better chemistry with Haley, and that says a lot. Y'all, I can't with y'all. I'm sorry, John. Do you about to say something?
No, I was just saying with the button down shirts and said, well, she's a doctor. But I actually, in terms of a fun couple that they would get on each other's nerves, but we would like to watch them because they probably be fiery in some ways and goofy and fun. Cat and Do Good. I liked
No,
when
no,
I
no.
liked when they were running around together, solving a crime, getting on each other's nerves. It had a vibe to me.
Y'all, feel free if y'all want to go ahead and throw tomatoes in the chat, Jonda. It doesn't, it won't
if
hit her.
they
It won't.
hadn't have put him, if they hadn't put him with her cousin, yeah. They should have
Oh
really
no,
come
no, no. I'm
into
not
this with
saying
people way
for them
more
to get
open.
together now. I'm just like you was just breaking up couples and just saying if we had never gotten stuck with certain couples,
Yeah.
that would have been kind of funny, even if nothing came of it. It just would have been interesting.
Yeah, they
No,
would have
I
been
do
to
agree
me. They
with
would have
that.
been fire. They would have been fire if
That's
they
what I'm
hadn't have put
saying,
him
like
with her
something
cousin.
fun
Yeah,
and
they
goofy
shouldn't have
that
come. Yeah, they shouldn't have come
opposite.
in so locked in. None of these people should have come in
Yeah,
so locked in.
All right,
And so
so
that's why, honestly, I just get bored with them because nobody should be this locked in right now. Like, it's too many people that are locked in right now that shouldn't be.
okay, I know you said that before, and I absolutely agree. It because we were so locked in now, even though we know Kat and Jacob have the chemistry, we could never see that because at us as I think it could happen on GH, it could happen on Y&R and Bold and the Beautiful, and we know it happens. But for us, and it's supposed to be catered towards us, I don't think that we'll accept it. What do you think, Keith?
no,
I think if we give it 5 years and him
oh my
and
God, I said the same thing in my head. 5 years.
if we give it about 5 years and him and Naomi like break up on good terms, and it's just like they have, you know what I'm saying? Like if they don't have no animosity towards each other, I could see it. And again, they do have way too many couples. They're not enough, and I hate that. Oh God, Leslie and Malone are the only ones who are out here being freaked out the way
Oh
like that.
God.
That's not in a real relationship. Like that's how it's like they should be having fun. Like you said, like Andre's supposed to be a playboy and you put him with Danny and they're cute. I love them, but he's supposed to be a playboy. Like we should have been seeing him saying bye to different girls like
Yep.
every other day for the first like 6 months of this show before he got with Danny. Like it
Well,
was something like that.
to Kimi, to your point, I think the problem was too is then they wrote him being stuck up on this Ashley, and it wasn't believable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
because in most shows, when there's a character who's supposed to be a playboy, even if they have a wife or a girlfriend, you still see them taking down everybody in the show that they could take down. They may even have a significant other, but they lean into that the fact that if they're supposed to be a playboy, then they got to be out here in these streets, even if they breaking hearts. And we've seen that. We've seen it with Tad the Cad. We've seen it with oh my gosh, some of the names are going out of my head, but we've seen a man like that or multiple men like that on every show. And
right.
and whether they got a wife or a girlfriend or not, if the word on them is that they are the playboy, then that's what they do, no matter what their situation
Like,
is.
It just reminds
even Bill. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say it just reminds me, and not to bring another show, but GH when we first met Patrick Drake, he was sleeping with some girl, and Robin walked in on him, and then it was just like he was a playboy. He was with different ladies while he was still like slowly falling in love with Robin. So like that's what Andre should have been.
I'm
But
laughing because Kimi, you ain't got to apologize. You speaking Sky's language. That's her happy place is GH, girl. That's her happy place.
we gonna have
And
to talk.
especially if it's a younger character and they're supposed to be the young handsome whatever, and in his case young handsome and rich, so he even got that dough, so he should be in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like even with Bill, they try to tell us Bill was a serial cheater, right? And we literally only see him ever looking at Haley and Danny. So where the serial cheating coming in at? Like why he ain't out here looking at people while he with Haley? I don't understand some of
Done.
these characterizations.
A Smith, welcome. But I'm done with you. The first comment you put in the chat, I saw Andre on an Ashley furniture commercial. He still can't get rid of Ashley. I'm done.
I am crying forever. Oh my gosh, A Smith,
That is
you might
what's
be my
living
new
in my head
favorite
rent
person.
free. I can't with you, A Smith. Thank you for joining us. You are a fool. Prince X said, I'm Danny literally with Nicole's nephew by marriage. I don't think it's out the pit. Okay, so you're saying that the Cat and Jacob isn't too far off. And again, I think if we put some time in between it, I'm gonna be honest, because I love Cat so much, it would definitely make me, and I couldn't rock with her under any circumstances. Have to be like, nah, you just like Shanice. I loved Shanice But now my view and skew of her and how she's moving. Hold on, let me pace myself. Okay, hold on. Let me pace myself. All right. So since somebody in the chat brought it up or somebody on the panel brought it up, I couldn't remember. Let's go. I think it was Kimi. We got into the nastiness that was Marcel and Leslie. This is the scene that nobody asked for, in the words of my good girl Really B. Yeah, I do like them together. I'm not going to take away from that, right? However, because I'm happy that she's not in Ted's face, like, but I don't need, and I'm not saying this, I'm just going to repeat what I saw on Twitter. I don't need the geriatric love scenes. I don't. And if I got to get it, I'd rather see Anita and Vernon do it. Or I take a Elon love scene. But I can't do Marcel and Leslie. I can't. It's just not given. And I think it was Miss Renee who said something like, he looks like he takes a little blue pill before he gets, like, I can't. Any thoughts on Leslie and Marcel, y'all?
I don't see it for them. I just don't see it.
Just ick. That's all I got. Ick.
Yeah.
They're funny when they're upright, but they're nasty as hell when they in them hotel rooms, and not in a good way.
Not in a good way. When she was like, "I'm gonna put my hand where it wants to be," I said, "This is daytime television. What am I watching?"
The dialogue.
She talked too much.
Yes. They give her too many lines.
The dialogue is not even good trash. I swear they got the same writer writing the quote sexy talk unquote for everybody who's doing the sexy talk. The dumb ish that Eva talks to Isaiah, Leslie, and Marcel, and then today with Ashley and the dumb raspberry stuff is just horrible.
That's why they
dialogue.
need Sky. Beyond the Gates people, Sky is available.
It's just
no, I'm not, child.
Look, Sky said, "I got a good job. What you not gonna do?"
Girl, you know I be busy, shit.
But I'm sorry to cut you off, Jonda. But yeah, no.
It's just awful. And by the time they actually get to the sex, even if I wanted to see it, I don't want to see it. But I don't want to see it.
Yeah. It's just not.
I just know they ruined ice cream today. It was gross.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. Because Ashley was involved.
And Ted and Shanice, what the fuck was that nasty?
I was just about to say Ted and Shanice too.
I'm sorry, they all ruined it for me today. It wasn't even just Ashley this time. It was them too. Like,
well, then I will never look at butter the same. Parquet, what you mean? Like, they was over here. Oh, so who's bread you buttering? I said, y'all, can we come on?
Were they hungry when they wrote this script? Like, was somebody in the back hungry? Like, did y'all miss breakfast or something?
Right. That was one of the situations. Don't go to the writing room hungry. Like they say, don't go to the grocery store hungry because you just pick up any.
And then they couldn't even make it cute flavors. This bitch talking about mint chocolate chip and raspberry sorbet. What? That don't even sound like sexy ice cream, like Rocky Road or some shit. Like, what?
Well, I'm just trying to understand who was the mint chocolate chip because it wasn't Derek.
Okay.
That's what. No, Shanice said it was Derek. That's what she said. I mean, I'm sorry, Shani, the bird, said it was Derek.
I can't. And then she talking about, and he's a raspberry. So, and I said, you know what? If he likes her corniness, but I will say I was happy to, because again, I'm one of those people. I'm OCD. I agree with Ashley. If you can meet somebody that matches your energy and we're going to be clean together, woo, let's do it. Because what I want a man. I don't want a child. I don't want another child. So I could absolutely understand that. And that's why she didn't need to be with Derek. And I'm happy that Derek seems like, I guess we can talk about that because that was very short. But Deputy Do Good went to Derek because he had to do good and tell him that, yo, man, we was at Downhill just last night.
Downhill, girl, downhill.
And so then he was like, oh, for real. But he was like, well, I got to accept the fact that Ashley going to move on or whatever. But, it hit him different when he saw Ashley flirting with the, raspberry sorbet. But
because Ashley never said nothing like that to him ever. Probably not since they met.
Well, mint chocolate chip ain't good. So if that's what she comparing it to, then I understand.
Now, see,
But
you
maybe,
did
but the
wrong.
problem is maybe she was the mint chocolate chip. I feel like Ashley thinks she more than what she is because I feel like he probably could rock somebody's world. I don't feel like you rock nothing. I feel like oh boy is probably hitting about a 3, 4 damn nurses in the back. I think you just want a mini. I don't even think you all that special. Like girl, I really feel like you over like you just like Leslie Eva. You always banking a lot on your coochie, and I don't feel like you got what you think you got.
I'm
Like
inclined to agree. I think that Derek was so in love with Ashley that
he was just accepting that
she had the
subpar
upper
lay.
hand in that situation for so long that she and Derek, forgets. Hello, people love, women love a fireman. Come on now. Even one of the firemen that worked with him wanted to get with him, but he was too worried about Ashley's feelings. So I
Like
think,
girl,
and Shanice was feeling him like Derek it could be knocking him down. He just not that kind of guy, so he doesn't look at himself that way. Meanwhile, Ashley, nobody should be looking at her that way. That's why whenever they try to put her in these situations, it doesn't work. It didn't work with Andre, and it ain't working with this dude either.
Mm. Hold on, let me just address Kamara's comment. I like Leslie and Marcel together because he'll teach her a lesson. Okay. I think Marcel is a good looking man. I don't think he's bad either. Again, I'm just not here for the sex scenes. Y'all know Leslie was killing in that red dress. She's always beautiful. I told y'all, my man literally every time she's on the screen, he stops and has a seat. And I maybe that's why I feel another way about her. But she always looks beautiful. She's always on par, and it's nothing towards her, against her, or her and Marcel. It's just I don't want to see them have sex. It just doesn't give sexy to me. When I think about like when I see Danny and Andre, I'm like, okay, here's another one and another one, but I'll take it. I would have liked to see Nicole and Carlton, but not in the circumstances that was in. And we're gonna get to that because I know my girl Sky gonna have a lot to say. But I would have even liked to see that because it's long overdue for her. Because I feel like we're gonna end up getting a Shanice and Ted sex scene before we get a Nicole, and they just keep doing that girl so wrong. But Ashley,
I just am tired of Marcel's old man hair gel. I want him to just wash the gel out, cut it low, and just wear afro.
I want to know what's up with that side part. I've really been fussing about this for weeks now because I want to know, like, are we like in a fucking speakeasy? What is going on with the side part? I want to know what's going on.
not a speakeasy. Jazz said Ashley does not need a man. She just needs to be Naomi's special friend. Okay.
I feel like we back in prohibition looking at hair hell. I don't know.
Miss Curly Headed said Shanice used ice cream as a way to spread on that office desk or floor. Okay.
They messing up those files though. I mean, his patient files is gonna be covered in ice cream.
Mm.
Yeah, because he just threw the cup like an idiot. I mean, Theodore, like everything else, he don't know how to follow through on anything. Like he didn't follow through good on throwing the cup back. They threw it all over the patient files, idiot.
Look, he can't do shit right.
No, he really can't. Like, can't produce good. Can't produce like 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I mean, 2 out of 3 is just terrible. Like, you just really can't do shit right, Theodore. Like, just nothing. Just trifling.
I
I
can't.
mean, it is Teddy.
Teddy. Teddy Weddy. So y'all, let's get into I now one thing I did appreciate about this week was Joey getting into Leslie, because no matter how hard she tries to be accepted, Joey is not feeling her. And I love that. I love that Joey like is doing what Ted can't do, what any like he's like, yeah, but no. And he reads her down to her face. So Joey took number 2 this week for me. Now we'll all see how I feel tomorrow. But he took number 2 for me in the way he was like, no, girl, no, this is not. And we still gonna name that clinic after Doug. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what you throw at me. And please believe, if you keep throwing this way, please, I've unalived people for less. Try me if you FAFO. You know what? I never disliked Joey, but I'm liking him more, especially with the back and forth with Leslie. I do like them in scenes together. What do y'all think?
I can't wait to see what this language is that he put in his contract, because I need him to really screw her over. I need that.
Okay. Jonda, Sky, what y'all think?
I want something in that contract that drains this unlimited money she has, but somehow she'll get some more. But I don't mind it. I like the banter between them. Unlimited money she has, but somehow she'll get some more. But she'll get
Somebody
some
has
more. But
feedback.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I like money she has. Unlimited money she has. Yeah, I don't. That wasn't me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, okay. I was gonna say that wasn't me.
Okay, so go back. Say what you
Yeah, I
said.
don't. That wasn't me.
No, it's okay. It might
You
have
hear
been.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Blake
Oh,
Juice,
that.
what's happening? No, I think we're good. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear each other? I think we're good now.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Okay. I hope I'm not the one,
No, no,
but okay. But anyway, I was just saying that I loved the banter with them. I hope I'm not the one,
no. Ooh,
but okay. But anyway, I was just saying that I loved the banter with them. I hope I'm not the one. But
Sky, I think it might be you, babe. Is she muted? Okay, she muted. All right, Jonda, come off mute. Okay, go ahead.
okay, go try it again. But I was saying that but really quick, I really enjoyed the banter. I love that he just does not take any of her crap whatsoever. That's the way that it's supposed to be. Because especially when he said, basically I've murked people for less, and then she's like, ha, he's like, yeah, no, for real. It's great. I might be a little more cringed out, with him being the white dude talking to any of the other characters like that, particularly any of the other black women. But
Mm-hmm.
Leslie is such a damn clown and trying to be on his job so hard. I can't be mad at him just clowning her back.
Not even that. It's the her trying to throw her coochie at him for me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gorgeous. You are absolutely gorgeous,
Absolutely
but
gorgeous, right?
calm down. My God, calm down. Hose that thing down. Put some ice on it.
I can't with you, but no, I agree with you, and it's sad because and I'm sure Sky has something to say about it. But even Vanessa was like, "Oh, well, I know she has no, she has no boundaries." And but so why'd you send your man over there knowing she was gonna throw that? You know who she was. You know how she moved, and honestly, you would have been heartbroken. But what I will give Joey is clearly he really isn't interested and has a strong enough because he could have got it if he wanted it, but he said, "Nah, I'm good."
Could have got it right on that nasty ass table that he be getting Vanessa on.
Right. Exactly.
But he don't want it. That's the thing. He can't stand her ass. Like he really was like, "Girl, get out, unhand me, demon." He can't
He
stand
like
her.
genuinely does not like her. Like, for real.
And you know what's wild
Yeah.
is Joey, the way that they make him seem like, oh, he's the scum of the earth and he's the, bottom of the pits and beyond the gates and whatever, and you don't want to mess with him. So it speaks volumes when he knows what people think of him. And he's like, and he's looking down on somebody else like, yeah, but I don't want to with you. That says a lot, in my opinion.
Honestly, it's funny as hell because like he knows people don't like him and he knows what they think of him, but he also still looking at you like, girl, even on my worst day, I couldn't be like your ass, and that's just even
Okay.
like that's bad when like when the town black sheep is looking at you like, girl, even I can't be associated with you. Like it's funny. And I honestly I love the way he be wrecking her, and she really don't even seem to realize that she be getting wrecked as hard as she does. Because he every time he sits down with her, he be dragging the hell out of her, and I just cackle because she really just don't get it, and she keeps trying. Like when she ordered him that drink, and he was like, "Get this shit away from me!" Like he just
Like, I
slid
don't
the
even
drink.
drink this.
He was like, "This weak ass drink, like get this away from me," and he really
Yeah.
didn't touch it. It was a mess.
I loved it. I loved it. Kamara
And
said,
then when
oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Kamara said
uh-huh.
Leslie's playing with fire, messing with Joey. He's going to teach Leslie a hard life lesson. Cleo said Joey cracked Leslie's face yesterday. Miss Curly Headed says some folks had the audacity to say that Leslie is more dangerous than Joey. Like, if they mean she's more of a clown, then sure. That's cute. Hey, M Tribe. Hey, all. I appreciated how when Leslie went in for a hug, Joey said, "Don't touch me." Right. Right. And
It was
Princess,
really
I'm sorry, I said they need to make Leslie slicker and unhinged like Mama Pope. Like, we need the character to be fun again. I agree. Go ahead, Sky.
I was just gonna say he really was giving a hand me demon, like don't touch me. Like he really just like it was like don't touch me. Like I might burst into flames if you put your hands on me or something. He was like not feeling it at all.
So what do we think is going on with Joey and Bill and this whole contract? Because that's next on my list between Joey and Leslie. What do we
You
think is
know,
going
my thought was that he was gonna end up setting her up for money laundering.
on? Mm-hmm.
So I don't
And
know
I would
exactly
like
what's
that.
in there.
I was thinking that too, but the only thing is how, because it's gonna be a free clinic, where like how can they money I can't talk. How can they
Oh, they
launder
can.
money through the clinic?
I
And the
don't
only
know
thing
exactly
is,
how they do it, but I know it's been done before because I saw it on another show
Okay.
where they did we're doing it through there too. So I don't know exactly how, but I do know you can. It's a way.
I would love it if they did that though.
Yeah, no, they definitely can because even if it's a free clinic, it's still not doesn't necessarily have to be 100% free. You can also do like a sliding scale, especially when it comes to drugs and stuff like that. That's usually the best way to do it. Or even if you had like when people come to the free clinic they fill out because I've seen it even like a Planned Parenthood back in the day with my mom. They would still fill out something. So my mom had a job, so she would pay a little something like what we would consider now to be a deductible, where some people might be free, but or like getting your birth control prescriptions like for $10 as opposed to whatever. So there's definitely a way to do it because people are paying something. Plus, you're still taking in donations. Like you're not going to be able to. You can't run something like that just on your own money. You go broke. So you're constantly taking in money and doing fundraisers and stuff like that. So actually, the ability to launder money is endless.
Hmm.
mm. Well, I was confused because when he went into Bill's office today, he was talking about, or was it today or yesterday, where he was like, "I want to make sure that everything it's clean money." I remember him saying it's clean money. So that's why I was like, "Oh, okay, well," because I was thinking exactly what you were thinking. Scott is a perfect setup scheme that Todd set up, but they said, "Nah, that's not what they're doing."
But that's a good thing too, because as we know, because it sounds like all of us love our fair share of true crime and mafia movies and whatever. There are businesses that that entities have and criminal enterprises have that are completely clean because those are the ones that are they're covered with the IRS.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So it would be good if he had businesses that were completely clean because that's the cover for his other ones. And then this, because it's a clinic, it's a money pit as well. So it enables him to make money that's not reported because he's always operating at a loss. So it's still great.
Mm. Okay, so I know Sky has to get up out of here soon, so I just want to go ahead and jump into the thing of the thing. So first, let's get into. I guess we should just go ahead and get into Carcole, as she likes to call it. And you know what's so funny, Sky? I went and used that on Twitter, and somebody called me out for it last night and was like, "Don't come up in here with that Carcole shit." I was like, "What?" They were offended. I was like, "Oh my!" I was like, "I'm sorry, I just brought it from my Twitter fam. My bad." But yeah, they felt away that I was calling them Carcole. So we saw Nicole this week, and she first of all, I don't know if let me share a sidebar. Um, I quit Long Island's at the age of like 23, 24, because nobody told me that there was a limit that they were supposed to serve you. Like that technically bartenders can serve you. So let's just say that I had a very crazy night, had more than probably 4 Long Islands, fell in the
Good
club.
Lord, girl, were you trying to die?
That's what. So here we go. I'm gonna get into the story. Fell on my ass in the middle of the club. I'm in Miami at this point. Fell on my ass in the club, dressing all, got back up, started dancing, got home the next day. I told God, if you get me through this, because I thought I was going to die. I literally, my mom, I was on the phone with my mom, and she was like, I think you need to go to the hospital and get your stomach pumped. And I said, no, I think I'll make it. I'm going to take the Pepto, do the da 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 da. And I survived, but I promised God I would never, and I have not drinking Long Island since then. And I was a blue Long Island girl, so it didn't help. But anyway, so I understood Nicole's feet in that episode and what she was going through, and she was emotionally drinking, which is never good. But Sky, what's your thoughts on everything with Nicole and Carlton and basically her being in rare form, as I call it?
That bitch crazy, okay? Like, like that bitch crazy, and that man got like he really gotta love you, cause girl, I would have no.
Oh, so you
Like,
admit it was a bit much?
I loved it. I loved every minute of it because I get sick of her always being like in clinician mode, or like, girl, can you please calm down? Like, take the white coat off and just sit down sometimes. So I
Mm-hmm.
loved it. She crazy as hell though. And like secretly he low key kind of loved it too because he was laughing through a lot of it because like especially when she passed out. I think he was just honestly relieved that she took her ass to sleep because like she like flipped out on him like 4 times at the bar. Then she flipped out on him like 3 times at the house, tried to put the man out. Then you tried to sleep with him. Then you got mad because he didn't want to sleep with you. Like she was just doing a lot. I loved every minute of it. She's crazy. Like she's a psycho. I love it.
You said
Um,
she's a psycho, and I love it, but she's a psychiatrist. That's wild. Kimi, Jonda.
I loved it.
she,
I This is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for Nicole to get some POV because she ain't had none. So
yes,
I really love this for her. I love this for us. Seeing her 7 days a
she's a
week
fucking crash out, bro. She's a crash out. We love it.
and then her little dance. And I was just like, look at you tapping back into your old bag. I see you, girl.
Mm.
Like I love though how she followed up though and let that man know that even though she was drunk, she still meant it. She was still trying to get that pole. I was like, girl, not you really coming in here in rare form. Like how you gonna put that man out your house? Try to put that man out your house and then come back talking about something. I woke up with almost everything. Girl, Wait, what? You tripping?
She
I,
wanted look. She wanted a dick and a mint, literally. Okay.
I'm not mad at it because she was feeling kind of some kind of way. He was fine, and I think he would have been down with it if she was maybe 2 drinks less.
Right.
Like maybe if she once they got to the house, she had let him give her a cup of coffee or two, she could have got her some. But I'm glad that the man had morals and all of that. Props to him because if this couple is gonna happen, I want it to happen without it starting
Yeah,
like
you don't
this.
want no rapey effect. Yeah, you don't want any rapey
Especially, yeah.
undertones.
And we know who Nicole is, so if it started out that way, it would never truly be right, and she'd be in her psychology bag and all of that. Now, all of which is legit, but it just would never be right. So
Can I
I'm
can I say
I'm
I love that when she oh I'm sorry, go ahead.
no. So I'm glad it didn't happen, but I'm glad that she let him know, like, I was drunk, but even now that I'm sober, I still wanted that D.
Whoop. That part.
Like, and I love that when she knew the minute that she texted him or whatever that she was about to crash out. Because when he got there, she was I was like I was really questioning like had you already been drinking because she was already acting crazy when he first got there, and she
Yep.
was like loving the fact that she was like, oh yeah, I got you to run over here without any preparation. She was loving the fact that she can control this man and had him jumping for her. Like
Yep.
she loved that shit. And she was like, I love this. I love that you do this for me. Like I love this. And then honestly, I love the vulnerability that she like let herself display with him because I feel like she hasn't done that with anybody. And she kind of like so much as told Vanessa, like I've never, acted like this with anybody. And the fact that she called this man over here just to basically let him watch her crash out is hilarious as hell to me. Because she knew she was about to be on one and she still called that man over there anyways and proceeded to show her ass. Like, and I really think that I honestly kind of felt like she was trying to test him to see if he would just, like, to perceive if she could push him away. And he was just sitting there looking at her like, if you don't sit your little ass down, like, I'm so over this shit. Like, girl, sit your little ass down. I'm not going nowhere. You're not going to be up here acting up. Like, sit down. Like,
So,
like, what?
So Scott, to piggyback off you, one of the things that because I was like, Nicole, like when she was drunk, when he took her back to the house and she was like, oh, so you don't like the real version of me, you want me with all the factory settings. And then she was like, oh, and that's if I want to go out with you after. I said, even in drunk, I said, girl, I wasn't mad at. I said, you know what, if this who she really is, like this is her core, like you said, she might be crazy as then he needs to know that. He needs to know who she really is. And I love how he was just like, I can deal with whatever you throw at me and I'm not gonna flinch. Like, and and even when he challenged her at times where he was like, oh, is that what you're doing? Like, I love that for her. I feel like she needs that. I feel like Ted would have probably just let her get drunk and had sex with her.
Ted would have put her ass in an Uber and sent her home. Like when she crashed out at that third time at the bar, Ted would have put her ass in an Uber and sent her home. Like Ted ass. I'm sorry, Theodore would have put her in an Uber and sent her ass home.
Yeah.
Because he's a punk.
Look, Kamara said, drunk people tell no tales. Right. Miss Curly Headed said, Carlton seems like a nice guy, but Lord, that man can't catch a break because folks want her with boring Kyle. But why? Especially since
I don't understand at this point. Because, like, after everything we've been shown, I don't understand how you could be out here calling for Mr. Creepy Hands after. Like, that, she crashed out on that man and tried to put him at her house. Like, acted a fool, then tried to throw him the pussy. Like, she try to seduce that man and got mad because he wouldn't let her. But she was really like, oh, so you don't want me? Like, do you want you, girl? Because you're doing a lot.
Right. You say you're doing a lot. Jazz said that thing was on full display and Nicole wanted some of it. Okay. Carcole was cute, but Lord,
them pants was tight.
They always tight. And look, Elaine would be routing y'all to the white pants picture if she was here. Shout out to her. Miss
Girl, we got white and gray now.
Okay. Miss Carcole said, she said Carcole was cute, but Lord, them folks were doing the most and swearing that man is a stalker because of stupid Theodore. Okay. She done picked up your terminology now.
The thing is, though, if he was crazy like that, he had the perfect opportunity to take advantage of her. So y'all's crazy theory just went out the window. Because, like, if he was really, really going to do something to her, that was a perfect opportunity to do something to her. Like, he literally had her at his mercy if he was going to do something to her.
And then one of my favorite parts about this week was seeing Ted and Carlton have their conversation. Now, first of all, I'm going to be honest. And I've already recorded my individual recap. I just got to edit. But I understood what Andre was saying. Like, yeah, you can't let a woman get in between you, but let's just keep it 100. You're not going, I may be wrong as hell, right? I could be wrong as hell, but I'm not expecting you to fuck my man because I'm wrong. Like, so I understood where Ted was coming from. Like, I don't really want to do it. But when he went and had this heart to heart with Carlton, I love how Carlton listened to him and was like, yeah, And then when he left, he was like, well, if you ever need somebody to let you know that you're more than your mistakes. I said, oh.
It was the shade for me.
I said, Carlton.
Because, Trees, I'm going to be real with you. I don't ever feel like they were really friends like that. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. And I've asked my husband the same question. Is there ever a time where you're going to keep a nigga around your wife or whatever that you think wants her? And he's like, hell no. Nah. And honestly, I feel like Theodore scouted that he liked that woman even before they got married. When they were younger, when they first met or whatever, he scouted that he liked him and kept him close. He was dang on that woman in front of that man's face. And I feel like now he's like, okay, so you messed up. And guess what? I think y'all were friends out of convenience to be friends. I feel like y'all were friends out of proximity, convenience, and it was just easy to be your friend because, he never thought he was going to get a chance with that woman. And now that he is getting a chance with that woman, you see how fast he threw Theodore away? He was like, bye. And I think that Theodore, honestly, if the shoe was on the other foot, you would have did the same thing. I really do. Actually, I think you would have hollered at her when y'all was having issues back when she was having a miscarriage. I think Theodore would have hollered at her then, if we're gonna be completely honest. Just saying.
Okay. Kimi, Jonda, what y'all think about the Carcole?
Oh, I like Carcole. Look, I like him.
I want to see more. I
Yeah,
want to see more.
Right.
We see.
the Andre of it all with him telling Ted, it's like, but Ted already let a woman come in between his marriage, so of course he would let a woman come in between his friendship.
Mm.
Ted, unfortunately, Ted ain't ish, and I hate that for him because I really did like him. But yeah, he ain't ish, and I did like the conversation that they had. And like you said, he was throwing shade every which way he could because he was saying he also said something about, yeah, I would never, I would, she deserves better, or I
Yeah,
would.
and I would never. He did say that. You right.
Yeah, so it was just like Ted just sitting there taking them hits, and it's just like, sir, you not even. But
Did
then
you
again,
see his face when he got up and left though? Did you
He
see
ain't
Ted's
done.
facial expression?
Yeah. Theodore is not done with this. He just played in that man's face, and you better watch your back because Theodore plotting on you. Because
Yeah.
when he touched that arm, I thought Theodore was gonna try to rip his arm off, but then he thought about it like, oh wait, he bigger than me. I can't fight him.
Okay, M. Cobb said, in my honest opinion, mates of relatives and best friends are out of bounds. Prince X says,
I mean, if they was actually friends.
Well, and see, that's what Sky doesn't feel like. And then to your point, Sky, it was something else that Nicole said about, how did I not know that you've been to all of my Halloween parties? How did I not know that you were into horror movies? And then I don't know why that stuck with me, but I was like, so this thing has been around for a minute. Like, because she talked about, oh, we had after parties after Winterfest. So I don't know if that Ted was always in the picture, but it gives me the vibe that, like,
they have a friendship outside of Theodore. Yeah, they have a friendship outside of Theodore because the stories that the family even tell.
Went to college together.
No, I'm saying like them two, even though he's Ted's friend as well, they have a friendship that's separate of Theodore because they all, even the family, have stories about him that they don't even mention Theodore in. So he's been around and he's been around them without Theodore, it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what
either that or they just go out of their way not to mention Theodore's name because everybody hates Ted.
I mean,
everybody hates it.
Him.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's just.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm about to, because I'm gonna have to get off here in a second. Anyways, I was just gonna say my last little thing. I was gonna say for me, if he had just been Theodore's friend and not her friend too, then I would be maybe looking at him a little bit different. But because he had a friendship with the both of them around the same time, it seems like they all kind of met around the same time. They haven't really given us the full story on this, but it seems like they all kind of met around the same time. So to me, I don't feel like you anybody's property. Like she not your property, he not your. Honestly, I feel like Theodore was more mad that she took his friend about than him losing his wife. Honestly, because it didn't really even seem like you put me to get this woman back. And it seemed like you didn't care about her. It was like you was peeing on a hydrant when you realized that somebody else wanted her. And it felt to me like you were more mad about her taking your friend because you were like, I want to talk to Carlson, but I can't talk to him because you know why. And it was like, are you mad because Nicole, like that evil bitch Nicole stole your best friend? Like she took my Carlson. Like I really felt like I was very confused. Theodore confuses me. So
oh, well, thank you so much, Sky. I appreciate you. I know you couldn't stay longer, but I appreciate you for coming up here and blessing us with your presence. And y'all make sure y'all check out Sky on the Twitter Spaces. She is, what is your it's I am Sky, right? I am Sky. No numbers or anything.
I am Sky.
Okay,
yeah,
yes,
I am
Sky. I will drop it in the chat, but make sure y'all go follow her. She has a wonderful Twitter Spaces, a great community over there. We have a great time. So, and she will be going live tomorrow at 8:15 on her Spaces. So y'all make sure y'all check her out. And thank you.
Right, I will see you next week, and then I'll talk
to
you tomorrow.
I see you tomorrow, girl. You know I'm gonna be over there in your Spaces. Okay. Oh, and speaking of that, y'all, make sure y'all go ahead and put a prayer up. My sister is in the hospital right now, about to give birth to my third niece. So y'all make sure y'all put some prayers up for her, because child
will do. Yay, niece.
Yes, I love that I'm the boy mom and she gets to be the girl mom. I love it. So yeah, she's bringing me another niece, and so they induced her this evening. I think around 7. So I'm literally just waiting on word when she's gonna make her entrance. So yeah, y'all put prayers up. But all right, ladies, before we jump out of here, let's talk about the what I'm most upset about is the Eva and Ted of it all. Now,
Girl, you know I was hot as fish grease. I
Girl.
texted you after when I was watching that, so you already know.
yeah, I know. I am absolutely livid. Because I when literally as I was watching it, and I was like, what is Ted doing? And I feel so bad. And I wish Elaine was up here because I had sent her, they're doing the whole special. If you guys don't know, on MLK Day, they're doing the special with the interviews that of everybody and on their character. So y'all make sure y'all check that out on Monday. But I was just like, okay, well, I don't understand. What are you doing to? And I felt bad because what happened was I saw the clip from when he was begging Nicole to come back, and I felt bad. And then when I see him today, and he's over here like, oh yeah, and this and this and this, and telling all Kat's business and all the family business to Eva that didn't have shit to do with her. It really bothered me, y'all. It really bothered me, and I was really upset. And I said, "What the fuck are you doing, Ted?"
Ted,
Cat
yeah.
is your biological daughter. And I'm not trying to be that person, but I feel like it's really it angers me in my soul so much because one, I don't like and y'all, if y'all want to disagree with me in the chat, that's fine on the panel. This was none of her business. It was not you being affected. I mean, yes, you were affected because something was going on with Kat and Martin, but she didn't. You already know what's going on between them and where we're at. So why? And then to be like, oh well, if you want to go talk to Kat, I was done. I was done. I was like, you're a piece of shit father. You're clearly not cognizant of emotional or mental health because Kat don't for her. She's going through a lot talking about Chelsea. And so then you run and I hope and pray that we get a scene next week where Kat, I need this in my life. Beyond the gates. Hear me clearly. Hear me. Hear ye, hear ye. Please give me a scene of Kat confronting her dad about telling all her motherfucking business. Please. Because it's at this point, it's disgusting. And it's not right. And I said it on Twitter today. Why are you using your other daughter's information to bond with another one? Like, that's nasty work. That goes to show. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I actually, because I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give a little grace, and then I'm gonna take a whole lot away. Um, I was actually, it bothered me. I was feeling a little cringy in my spirit, my spurt, when he was talking to her about what was going on. But then I was like, okay, she is his daughter, and he's, they're sharing family. Yes, family business, but they are sort of his family. Yeah, Danny and whatever, but it's again, the situation is weird, but technically they're family. She's his daughter. He obviously has developed this strong bond with her, yada yada. Okay, fine. I talk to my mom about stuff. You do, we do. Okay, so that's fine. Um, Not thrilled because we don't like Eva, but I was prepared to try to let that go. But when, after spending time with Kat, and they had him and Kat had such a nice scene together.
Mm-hmm.
After spending time with Kat, you know where she's at, you know how she is, and you damn sure know how she feels about this woman. You have been told, despite refusing to embrace it, that she slept with her man, because Ted does know that. Um, to basically send her on a mission to go and talk to her, to me, it felt it pissed me off because, and I hate to use this term because it's so overused, but it's appropriate here. It was very gaslighting
Yeah.
because you knew you sent her over there, the very definition to deal with her, knowing what this person's reaction would be, and then it gives everybody an opportunity to point at her and go, look how jacked up and crazy she is and how much of a jerk she is and how she treated her when you set that whole thing in motion. And it just pissed me off because he set his own child up to be the villain in her
Mhm.
own story. And that's not fair.
And then even Eva saying, "Oh well, I don't mean to. I mean, I don't mean to say anything about like the fact that he lets her talk shit about Kat, but Kat
Yeah.
can't. It's just, I'm just
I mean, Eva was being evil Eva when it all blew up because again, when Kat went off on her, she then all of a sudden she's the wounded party. But you still said, but she said some effed up stuff too. It just it just pissed me off, and I blame Ted for everything.
And this is why and that's why he gets no grace from me, because you know how they each feel about each other. And the fact that Eva, every time something happens, Eva always brings up Kat in a negative way, and you still haven't caught on to that, but you can catch on to your best friend liking your girl, your ex-wife. Yeah, nah, you don't get no grace from me, because the fact that you, like you said, Kat is the one he raised. Kat is the
mhm.
one he's known for all of her, however old she
Since
is,
birth, since birth.
since birth, and you still will sit there and gossip and disparage about her with her op.
Disparage her. Yes, you hit it.
Exactly, with her op. And then you, like you said, you gaslit her, because now the girl even said, Eva even said, well, I wouldn't do it, I would only do it for you. So now she went to go do it, so she gonna come run back to you to tell you, well, I did try talking to her, but she was very rude, when she wasn't being rude. Because guess what, it's not your business. Stay out of her business. You are the last person that she would lean on, so why would you even
In a
offer?
million years.
Like, you went there knowing what Kat was going to say, and you knew what was going to happen, just so you can again be the villain. In You can be the you could be the villain in you can be the sorry, the victim in your own story. But no, you're not a victim. You ain't never
Okay.
been a victim. And like
Hold on. Can I just stop you really quick? Because I love one of the reasons, and shout out to you, Kamara, because you think a lot like me. I'm always, even if I don't agree with it, I always try to play devil's advocate. And that's why I like a lot of your comments, because you play devil's advocate. So I don't have to. So the people ain't got to throw tomatoes at me. I agreed that it wasn't Kat's business, but look at it another way. Other than Andre, Kat is Ted's only family now that he's lost the Duprees. He depends on Eva because she's all he has. Eva forgave. Okay.
and I don't mind that. Like, I don't mind that that's the only family he has left.
And that's
But
his daughter. That's fine.
at the same time, you don't need to be telling the Dupree family business to the person who destroyed your family. Like, that's a no-no. And also, her name is it's Jordy on Twitter. She said a good thing. Eva has been talking about how she wanted to build a relationship with Kat, and she wanted a sisterly bond and all this other stuff. But if you knew that's what you wanted, because you knew when you first came to town who you were to this girl, then you wouldn't have did half of the things that you did to her before they found out who you were. If you really wanted a sisterly relationship with her.
Hold on, Kimi. Yes, girl, you get the horn for that one. Cause you can't sleep with my man and then tell me you want a sisterly relationship, ho.
But yeah, so that was I was too through. I was too through with her. And like I said on Twitter the other day, I think I dislike Nicole more than I dislike Eva. And I had to switch that back up because I dislike Eva more than I mean, not Nicole, but Naomi. But I dislike Eva more than I dislike Naomi at this point, because girl, and then even the way she tapped me on my shoulder, I would have been like, is you cool? Why is you tapping me like
Yeah,
this?
look, we need Tay. Is you cool?
Well, and again, not only does he allow Eva to disparage Kat in a way that he does not appreciate and lets her know it, Kat disparaging Eva, but he also will apologize to her. He even did it during that conversation. Yeah, I'm sorry she treated you that way. Once Eva slept with Tomas and you were aware of the fact that Eva slept with Tomas, all apologies that you feel the unnecessary need to keep giving Eva for how Kat treated her at any point over the past year go out the window, because what she did, you know, for them as half sisters, fake sisters, whatever, is always going to outweigh anything that whatever. Me not wanting to talk to you, me thinking you and your mom are trash, especially in light of who you are and the result of you being here, is not going to compare to a young woman who thinks she's in love and this same person sleeps with the person she's in love with. Yes, Tomas is trash and whatever, but he's her trash.
Mm.
See, and I hate that because um Ted and Tomas do the exact same thing. Like
Yep.
they will sit there and listen to Eva talk down about at whatever with Kat and say nothing. And the moment that Kat even peeps something disparaging about them, they want to chastise her. Because I still will not forget that episode when Kat found them two in that bed and he's sleep, and she said something about Eva and he was just like, no, don't say that. And then Eva went and turned around and talked down on that girl, and he just sat there like the cardboard that he is and didn't utter a
Because he
word to
couldn't
tell
say
her
shit
to don't
because
do that.
he told all they business. Again, it's always Kat getting her business told by other people, and you realize Kat is not that girl. Kat is very to her, you know what I mean? Like the people she cool with, but she's not that girl. And
Exactly.
Check out Princess's most recent comment about Eva's reaction to Kat. That is dead on. If you are here to offer sympathy and empathy and all the thieves, all of that, then when I reacted towards you in a way that you absolutely knew that I would, you would have just been like, you know what, you're going through something. Obviously we have our issues, but you going through something, I'm gonna let you have that. Because think about it, even in normal circumstances, when somebody is going through something, and it could be somebody you don't even have a bad relationship with at all, but they lash out because they going through something, typically the normal thing to do is, I don't really like that they acted like that, but you go, you know what, I'm gonna let you have that. You going through something. Now you
right.
ain't going to have too many more times to do that, but I'm gonna let you have that, and then you go on, you go about your business.
But that's what I'm saying. That's how you know it wasn't because she was like, oh, what? And she couldn't wait to just spew venom at Kat, even though she knew she would see, she said all that sweet shit before. And that's why I was like, I will never, I'm sorry. Ain't got nothing to do with Amber Michelle as an actress, but how they write her character, you can't you can't say you want redemption, you want to, but you have, so she still has that Leslie, and I love, that's one thing me and Sky will die on a hill on, is that at the end of the day, she is her mother's child. That woman lives within her. I don't give a damn if she does have Nicole's DNA. She was raised by that devil. Okay? And so at the end of the day, she possesses all those fucked up qualities that Leslie has, and she can't help, because I still cannot forget, and I'm not going to forget. Is I always say never forget. Like Kimi said, when she sat there and talked to Kat about, oh, you're inexperienced and get all that information that Tomas gave her, and she threw it right back in Kat's face to hurt her. You can never tell me that she is not her mother, if not worse.
Exactly. And it's just like, even like Kat didn't even say anything for her to spew that venom after the fact. Like you said, she could have just easily said after what Kat said, which was mind your business and stay out of my family. That's nothing bad. She could have easily
And
said,
it's nothing new.
exactly. She could have just been like, you know what? I get it, but I'm still here. and kept it moving. But no, she wanted to say what she said and say, you're gonna need me one day, and when you do, I'm gonna treat you the way you've been treating me. Girl, you've been treating her like trash since you first met her. You slept with a man. How else? How much
Slept
worse
with
can
her
it
man,
get?
infiltrated her family. Like,
How
it's
much worse can it get at this point?
right.
Girl, the only thing I might need from you one day is a kidney, and if it's all like that, then I guess I'll be on the transplant list. My family is
Okay.
rich. My granddaddy was a senator, and my brother is a congressman. I'll get a kidney faster than most. I'll be good.
I'll survive.
Okay. So Kamara says, see, this is why Eva doesn't tell Tomas anything intimate about herself. She doesn't trust him with her innermost self because she can't trust him. This started before he slept with Eva. Okay, Kamara. Like I said, I always love your perspectives, babe. So let's get in. Last but not least, we're gonna get into I ain't even gonna say last, but Tomas and Haley. Now we know Tomas overheard the conversation about Haley supposed to be poisoning him. What do we think? I will say I do think that this makes Tomas's storyline a little bit more interesting now that he has knowledge that Haley is up to something. What do y'all think?
I hope they do something because I still can't stand that man. I hope they give him something that'll make him. I guess this is their way of saying, okay, he knows something. He may save Bill's life, so now we're going to be endearing to him. But it's still a no for me. Whatever they do, it's going to be a no.
Yeah, it's hard for me with Tomas because cat situation aside, because obviously if somebody has an interesting storyline, in addition to their primary situation, plus him and Cat are so like fringe relationship, you only see it every 3-4 weeks. But I think for me, I get stuck with the Tomas anything because I don't like the actor. I don't like him as an actor, the monotone voice or what have you. I'm not a fan of the person who plays him, nothing. So it's hard for it's a hard catch for me when he has something goes on. It throws me completely out of whatever story he's in. I like the idea of it in terms of somebody being on to her that works closely with them and watching them or whatever. um is just hard for me because he it takes me out of it as an actor. So I almost more so wish it was Carolyn, especially since we know that Carolyn wishes that she was first wife
Okay.
or
Carol,
Caroline. Is it
Caroline.
Caroline? Caroline.
Yeah,
Caroline.
Caroline. She want her position bad. I've always said that. Hey,
Yeah. So I kind of
Princess.
almost wish it was her so that it wouldn't pull me out of it.
Princess said, "Excuse me, but evil spawn Eva does not have Nicole's DNA." I knew you would say that. Why would Prince X said, "Why would Kat need her when she has Chelsea, Naomi, Martin, Danny, Nicole, Vernon, Anita, Smitty, Jacob? Like, girl, you ain't special. Kat got a long list of people she can talk to for help. Eva's delusional, and that's the difference. She's thinking that Kat is like her because all she has is a mama." Y'all can't forget that. They need to recast, no shade. If they had chemistry like Bill and Danny, then okay, but it's lackluster to me. Oh, we all feel that way. Kamara said, I think
Um,
Tomas will become a partner without Kat. He will save Bill's life, and Bill will be grateful, and Bill will give Tomas the partnership, and Tomas will dump Kat and chase Eva. Okay.
I could see
I would
that.
agree with that.
With or without the Eva piece, I definitely see that entire thing. I'm also, because again, I'm thinking of it from a writer's standpoint as a writer, although who knows what they're writing over there. But that comment Eva made about you needing me again could be a bit of foreshadowing. The problem with that is that you needing me would lend itself, and I love me some Cat, but that lends itself to something potentially happening to Cat where Eva would be a key figure in that. I don't know if that's the way that the writers are writing it, but of course, typically the throwaway lines like that are not just throwaways. They're said for a reason so that you think back to them when whatever that event happens.
I kind of it would be cool if that's the way they were writing it, but at the same time, I hate the idea of something happening to Cat. But then again, makes the story interesting. As
Well,
long as she doesn't die, I'm good with that.
right. I love what Jazz had to say. Cat will definitely need her one day. Never underestimate how much the writers love Dragon Cat. And that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay, so she and I are on the same page then.
Hmm. No, and I did say that too, but I was just like, girl, I'm with, like, I just can't see a world and a place. So again, if she needs a kidney, she has other family members. So I don't know what it could be. Maybe Tomas is on the fence about proposing to her and she goes to eat. Like, I don't know. I couldn't make that up in my right of mind because I don't want to see her and Tomas together. But that would be the only thing that I could think that Eva could help her with, is kind of trying to edge Tomas into something that she
It'll
would
be
go.
it'll be
And then
something.
even then it would be stupid because you were just fucking him. So I wouldn't even want to see that. You know what I mean? Like, that don't even make sense to me.
It's
Unless
gonna
they went full blown old school soap opera and Cat is like lost somewhere, kidnapped, something, and the only person who's nearby is Eva, like something crazy. Because we
Okay.
still haven't gotten that truly far, deep into the realm of soaps kind of stuff yet, with switched babies and full on like long-term kidnapping and whatever, because we had the Chelsea kidnapping, but that actually only went on for about 3-4 days, maybe a week.
I was gonna say it only went on for a week. We were done with Chelsea's kidnapping throughout the week. Like, we did. It was literally Monday, and she was rescued on Friday. It literally, that's how it
Yeah.
worked.
Exactly. So we still haven't had like the full on, helicopters in the forest, some of the old school stuff. And who knows, maybe they're not, soaps aren't really doing some of those far out storylines anymore. We're in a different age and time. Maybe people in it wouldn't believe them anymore. Who knows? But we still haven't, for all of us, and all of us are old school soap watchers, we still haven't gone to the real crazy places yet. We need a baby switch. We need something. That's why either somebody's got to get pregnant so we have a baby switch, or one of these characters, mammy or pappy, in who they say they are.
she's gonna need her in a way that only a sibling can.
Yep.
Partner ain't gonna be able to do it, and that's when we find out that A, Eva is a match and she can help her, or B, Eva isn't really her sibling and she gonna find the help somewhere else. But that's about the only way that I could think of that need Eva.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Either way, it's going to be something. If that line was meant to be foreshadowing, and good on the writers if it was, then we can count on something big happening to Cat. Which, from the standpoint of us liking Cat, and that means Cat's about to get some juice, some more of a juicy storyline. That's great too. It's just a matter of what it's going to be.
Princess said, if they make Cat need the spawn, I'm done, because I'm tired of the spawn being made out to be the good person. Yeah, we talked about that, Princess. You got to catch the replay, baby. Princess said, I would love.
Oh, we are not Spawn fans here.
Yeah, we're not Spawn fans. We know. I was waiting on my Ursher. I was in the chat though if I need to kick him out, but I was waiting on my head Ursher. Princess said, I would like them to give Cat a sympathetic plot without giving humbling and putting her down a peg. I agree,
Right.
because I feel like they always try to do that to her, but nobody's ever doing that to, like, that's what pisses me off. When Eva is the nastiest person in the world, she's done so much shit, but everybody, oh, Eva and her mama, and no, and and it's like, yo, but y'all get on Cat because she's had she's not allowed to be, and half the time she's right. That's what makes it so wild to me.
And they're back. The thing is, and that this is a pet peeve of mine because we've talked about it extensively. They backhand her with the way that you raised her and the person that you made her to be. Y'all continuously backhand her with it. Meanwhile, Chelsea had a whole kidnapping, and the only thing, and I'm about to say something very not politically correct, so cover your ears if you get easily offended, because I'm going to say it anyway. They
when Chelsea got kidnapped, they made it all about the fact that she puts too much out there on social media, as opposed to what it should have really been about. Yes, it was some of that, but also the fact that she's a full-on skank.
Mm. Yeah, because when Bill was like, she has how many partners? I was like,
Because remember, up until the kidnapping and the perfect little relationship with Madison, it was literally a running joke among the younger group that Chelsea was in these streets. Because I was like, wait a minute, she's supposed to be a model and this and that and the third, and everybody knows her business like that, like that. Remember, even Martin made a joke about it. I distinctly recall them being somewhere, and he was like, I don't even want to hear about Chelsea's latest exploits.
right.
It was, remember that? It was like, I mean, granted, the show hadn't been on very long, but the way that the characters talked about it, they talked about it like it had been a running joke among them that Chelsea was a skank. Chelsea was in the streets, but meanwhile, her best friend was the Virgin Mary.
Mm-hmm. No.
But I say all that to say, like you said, something happens to Kat, and somehow it still has to manage to circle back to, a backhand punch in the gut somewhere. Like, oh, she figured out how to find Chelsea, but she's still a snobby little asshole. I mean, it's always some kind of way to mess things up. She figured out that Eva and Leslie definitely, one or both of them definitely tried to murder that girl. But the way that she be talking to her is still. It can never just be like Kat is right, the end, period. But everybody else gets a pass. Danny went and shot up a wedding or whatever. Y'all know I love Danny, but still, Danny went and shot up a wedding and this and that and the third. But I mean, Danny is going through and this and that and the third, and she is. But like, Kat don't get those opportunities.
Sky would love you right now. She don't give Danny no passes, and I'd be like, "You better get off my good girl."
No, I mean, now Danny was wilding out. I mean, because again, it's not like she was 25 doing this. Danny is good in whatever age she's supposed to be. That she got a son old enough to be in the House of Representatives. Well, no, that's Michelle's son, but I'm sorry, that's Nicole's son, but still, Naomi, and I still get the impression of the way that they play them, that Naomi and Martin are still supposed to be roughly in the same age range. I think Martin is supposed to be older, but still kind of roughly in that same range. Because they don't make it seem like she got out of law school yesterday. They make it seem like she's been out of law school for a minute, even though she practices law at Orphy Jeans.
I can't. Jazz said Chelsea was out here popping that thing. Madison made her an honest woman.
She was dipping and doing it.
She was dipping it low. Kamara said, I believe Danny is already pregnant. So people keep hinting to this. And Kamara, I love you, girl. And thank you for being with me. I can't see how many months you've been a member, but thank you for being with me as long as you have. I appreciate you. But yeah, people keep hinting to this. Danny might be pregnant. Now we know we get a sex scene so if y'all have watched me from my recaps from the beginning, I know Jonda has, and Elaine has. So I've been saying they have too much sex for nobody to not fall pregnant. So it wasn't surprising to me when the Naomi thing came up, and I was like, oh, and I was excited because I was like, this is when Haley gets to switch the baby, because I've been predicting this. Like you said, Jonda, we need a good baby switch. We need a good pregnancy, and it didn't happen. So I don't know. And now that we know about this gene, maybe, and because every other week we're seeing Danny and Andre doing it, I can only imagine. And now it would be weird because, I mean, Danny, I imagine, is supposed to be in her 50s or at least late 40s.
Probably late 40s.
Not saying that it can't be done, but it's probably going to put a lot on her, especially if she's. So I don't know. I would be interested to see, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't either. And it would be an interesting storyline.
Andre wants kids. I think Andre wants kids, and I think them being robbed of that would completely crush both of them, which would be messed up, because I don't want to see Danny go through anything else. But like Danny said, And again, like you said, sometimes these characters have lines, but they don't just be saying it just to be saying it. Danny said something where she was like, where Andre was like, well, you don't know if one of the girls is going to have it. And she was like, that's not how my cards work out. Like, that's not how my cards play out. My luck isn't like that.
Right.
I would love to see it, and I hope that they don't fall to pressure to do stuff in real time. If Danny is pregnant, have that baby full term by June.
Right.
It's
I was
a soap opera. You ain't got to keep it in real time. If Danny is pregnant, have her. I want her fully showing and waddling by May Sweeps.
I think that would be good too, because then that'd be another layer where she would have to think like, do I want to have this baby because I have this gene? This is something that I'm going to pass on to this baby if the other two have it, or if they don't have it, so that'd be a good little story there. And also we could still get that baby switch, because
That would be perfection.
Haley keeps talking about they're going to get pregnant, and then she find out Danny pregnant. She going to fake a pregnancy and try to steal that baby.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, if Danny gets pregnant, Haley will most definitely put on the fake baby bump the next day, and tell Bill that she's pregnant, because clearly Bill, who ain't even he's not like he's 60 or 70, but apparently he got an old school mentality like those men, because clearly he don't go to the hospital and stuff. And, with the woman and check these things out, because Haley was able to have a whole pregnancy complete with being pregnant enough for ultrasounds and everything, and then a full-blown miscarriage, and he had never been to one appointment.
Right.
That's what child, that foolery. And that's why I said we ain't never seen her. I was like, Beyond the Gates, are y'all really gonna play in our face? And then what made me mad is how they mind me, right? And they made me think when she was telling Naomi the story, well, I was pregnant, but I lost the baby and I didn't want to tell you. And I was like, so was she really pregnant? They really had me thinking she might have been pregnant for a second. And then I had to realize, no, this bitch she done scammed you.
She done scammed everybody. In fact, there's times when I almost feel like Haley is scamming herself, because the reason why I say that is because on the one hand, yes, she's trying to do her whole thing and take Bill out. But on the other hand, there are moments where and I'll credit the actress for this. There are moments where there are things that happen where she looks genuinely hurt.
Yes.
Yeah, this today's episode.
Yes, today was one of them.
I think she I don't know if she is falling in love with him or she is in love with him. But
she's got some feelings wrapped up in the situation.
Yeah, because it's just like there's too many things that you're doing that just, if you don't love this man and you just want to get rid of him, that you wouldn't be doing. Like, you wouldn't be reaching out to Naomi, talk about you thinking about her. You wouldn't be this upset about the fact that Danny is.
Well, okay. Well, hold on. I just got to give you a little pushback on that, Kimi, only because the one thing that has never resolved is that she always has missed that relationship, because that and I remember talking about it in the early.
No, but that's what Kimi is saying, that she does have some feelings about some things, because she
okay. I thought she was saying about Bill. I thought she was saying about Bill.
No. I'm just talking about in general, because if you're trying to, if you must have some love for Naomi and Bill at the same time for you to still want to have a relationship with Naomi while you still trying to take out her daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and even when she gets mad about the Danny thing, she gets even if you're trying to take a mofo out, I'm still gonna be mad from a territory standpoint. He's still mine, not yours. But there's moments where certain things happen, where I feel like it's not just anger, it's hurt.
Yeah.
And she does it, and that's where I will give her credit as an actress, because that's what I'm seeing on the actress's face. That's what she's conveying.
Marquita be doing her thing. Marquita be doing her thing. She's gotten a lot better, because
I definitely saw it today, particularly when he was when the way that he was acting towards her in the restaurant.
that wasn't her, the way she was feeling in that moment, at least what I was getting, what didn't seem like, it wasn't all resentment of how he acting like this way towards me. She actually seemed genuinely hurt, and also her eyes light up like a desperate puppy when Naomi is around, like, please look at me, please be interested in trying to be friends with me.
So guys, I wanted to address this comment. Welcome Amir Couture 32 if you're still in the chat. She said, whatever happened to Leslie being the suspect in running that girl Laura off the road?
Now, welcome Amir, but you about to make me mad because I'm with you. I'm with you when you're right, girl. I'm with you when you're right. Ooh, that pisses me off.
And I don't want to assume and I'm just looking at the picture, but maybe girl, but let me not say girl or boy, but yes. So Amir, we agree. One thing, and I wish Elaine was here to say it. She always tells us in every live, you have to suspend your logical mind when you watch the show, because use logic is gonna make you upset. It's gonna make you mad, and that's why you see us on Twitter getting frustrated and upset, and you see these and like being upset because we're thinking real life, and we're like, that's not what you showed us. Even like, and I hate to go back to the
even on a soap opera, eventually you deal with it. Even if she gets off, I'm sorry, I have pineapple in my mouth. Even if she gets off, you still arrest her and deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
But that they can't.
I guess since you ain't got a courthouse or a courtroom because you're too busy giving everybody unnecessary houses and offices that everybody walk in and out of, you can't have a trial.
And I don't even think it's that. I think it's that they can't like go back to that storyline and actually play it out right, because if they do that, then Eva is going to be shown as the bad person, and they don't want Eva to be shown as the bad person.
But we look at her every day as a bad person.
Huh?
We look at, because we see, but the writers keep trying to write her better. And the thing is, they're trying to pull a Bill, because they did I'm sorry, they did a great job with Bill. Hated Bill. I had nothing good to say about Bill. My first 1 through 50 recaps, I trashed, wanted Bill to fall off a cliff, and then when he had that stroke and he started getting vulnerable and really talking about how he felt and what was bothering him and getting to and I'm sorry, y'all, I'm in therapy. So when he started getting to the thick of it all, I felt that. And I was like, I was like, oh, I can see that. But it's character development. And I love to see it. And they completely, for me, and I know there's other people in the chat because we've been on Twitter and we talk about it, it completely changed how I felt about Bill. And then even now, and yes, he might just be jealous. And yes, I can't forget how he played Danny out. But again, this is before he had his revelation. This was before he had his stroke. And now seeing who he is and how he's showing up as, it just, and no, I don't want to be nobody's hospice nurse. And now because you sick, you decided, oh, I realized what was good. But I don't know. I see why Danny fell in love with Bill. When they give us the flashbacks, like it makes me see, like, okay, this girl just wasn't a pick me, or because she had a career, she was great. It wasn't that. It was just that he probably love bombed her, made her feel like because even Vernon said when she brought you here in your little Pinto, you weren't worthy. But he made her feel some type of way that she felt like she could lay all that shit down. And now that we see what Bill is doing, I get it. He pulls at her emotional. Her love language is emotional, whether it's acts of service or affirmation. Her love language is emotional. And that's just my 2 cents on it.
Yeah. It's just,
I still think that they need to deal with it, whether they want us to feel a certain way or not feel a certain way about Eva or not. We saw them do what they did. This was not something that was off camera. They showed us them do these things. It's not something they alluded to or what have you. And they took it a step further with Leslie, because they didn't just have her run her off the road and then maybe try to dial it back, since some of the stuff they were still writing. They could have tried to dial it back and add some flashback scenes and convince us that she was drunk or something like that. No, instead they leaned into it and had her go to the hospital and try to kill her again.
Yeah, I want them to. I really want them to go back to it because yeah,
And to
down.
have her just walking around saying boo to the girl, you know, and you, it's just crazy.
Yeah,
Yes,
that,
Notice when they,
and then Amir makes another good point. Now Leslie's sleeping with the cop.
yeah. And
yeah.
I thought that the whole reason, I thought that didn't Eli tell him to get with her to watch it? Wasn't there a
No,
reason
Elon
why
said
he?
it's not a good look for you to be around her, and he tries to say, "Oh, I'm doing it to keep an eye on her to be close to the investigation," but he's doing it to.
Oh, okay. Because I was
But
like,
but he's
wasn't
really
there something to that?
no, he's really doing that to keep his D wet. It ain't got nothing to
Oh,
do
for
with
sure.
the investigation. It's about him and Leslie and Sheila because that wife said, "I'm smarter than that." Right,
Yeah.
princess. So yeah, I mean, and then we can briefly talk about can I just say, Anita, Tamra, you did your damn thing. After chemo, not only did she show up for Danny and show up at her house, but even the next day when Kat finally shows up, and I said what I said
Mm-hmm.
on Twitter, Kat, it was about damn time because I was real disappointed in you, sis, Catherine,
Mm-hmm.
that it took you that long. And then it's sad because you waited to the point where she's drained now. Like she threw a whole part before all this, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I
Yeah.
said Kat is going to regret. I said that last week. Y'all remember? I said she's gonna
Mm-hmm.
regret that. Because
I
now
am.
you being there in her presence is not that she don't love you and she don't want to be around, but it's taxing at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really love how they are playing this. Um.
But
And of
Anita looked
course,
good. Anita looked good as hell. That's what I wanted to say. She looked.
yeah. And having been through it the way they're doing, even her post chemo gradual demise, very well done, very realistic. Clearly, they are on it with the as far as having consultants or perhaps survivors involved in putting this together because they are handling it not only intelligently and respectfully, but very true to it without being morbid,
Mhm.
and just well done. So many scenes that I am hoping will be going to in for your consideration reels. Clifton should definitely has got some wonderful scenes that need to go for your consideration. So does Tamara, even Danny's.
Mhm.
You know, I thought that within the context of how she acts, very well done. Just really, really good stuff. I've been impressed, and I guess since it's award season, even though daytime Emmys are like more
Further
spring.
away. And speaking of that, thank you, John.
But I
You
but I
guys,
want that. I get them reels ready because these folks are acting.
yes, no, they are, and they did a beautiful job. And I just wanted to say, if you guys do not already know, Beyond the Gates is absolutely nominated for an AACP award.
Yes, it
I will put the link in the chat so you guys can vote. Please go vote that up. Or in the description box, let me say that. And y'all go vote that up. And let's make sure, like, I was just talking about this in a recap, but I don't watch award shows like that. I don't, not anymore. But now that I'm invested, especially when it comes to like the Emmys and stuff like that, now that I'm invested, I'm absolutely
NAACP is a good one though.
yeah. And
They they,
I
they
want to
still
see
do a good job.
yes, I already voted for them too. Thank you, Princess. But yeah, I'm absolutely I want us because again, we sit here, we talk about it every week, and it would do us no justice to sit up here and talk about it every week and not go show the support that we need to show. So y'all make sure y'all do that. Like I said, make sure y'all check the description box. I will put the link so you can vote. And it's a lot of other shows as well that we do. Like I know my sis, um who's delivering a child right now, but she does The Shy, and they're up for awards as well. It's a lot of other Black shows on there that we need to show up for it and just represent, because we sit up here and we talk about them. And I think that, it's important that we really show support versus just talking shit. You know what I mean?
Now for the daytime Emmys, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think they were able to submit anything their first year, so they probably won't be able to be nominated.
Well, they said, well,
daytime
hold on,
Emmy.
Kimmy. Well, so they told me, and I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is that I was told by my chat. So chat, correct me if I'm wrong, because I let them steer me sometimes because they'll be deeper into it than I am. And if Elaine was here, she would say it. But apparently last year, because they started in November, they didn't make this cut. But what scares me is because if we're going off this last year and what's going to be submitted, I think the only thing that would be worth submitting, in my opinion, because if we're talking about sweeps weeks and stuff like that, would be like,
no, they can choose anything. It's whatever you put in your reel.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't have to be from sweeps. Okay, because I was like, November didn't get it. November sweeps was very poor.
No. It's any performances, or whether it's a show award, whether it's a writing award, performance award, whatever it is, as long as it happened during the consideration period. So it has nothing to do with sweeps. Sweeps is about ratings for the network and advertisers and viewers. The for your consideration is whatever you send over in that reel that happened during the appropriate time frame.
Look at Jonda out here with her good stuff, good information. That's why I got my resident attorney up here. Y'all love her.
But this is just me being way too hardcore of a TV watcher.
Y'all have not checked Jonda out. She is also on Facebook. She does a lot of fashion commentary. She breaks down the looks for the Globes and the Emmys, and so she's into this stuff. So y'all make sure.
Although I am gonna do. I haven't done it for the Globes. I mean, if you look at my what do you call it? My post, I did put some looks up in my post. I did a review for the Met Gala, but I did not do a review for the Globes, but I will do one for the SAGs, it's called the Actors Awards, and of course the Oscars. But right now I've just been focusing on all the stuff that's just going on right now, especially messy cases and all that stuff.
Gotcha. Amir, I had a feeling. That's why I was like, I don't want to put you. Thank you for correcting me. And I'm glad you didn't take any type of offense. Appreciate you. So what's the brother of the cop? You mean Isaiah? Do you think him and Isaiah and Eva are going to be a couple, even though the cop doesn't like, or Deputy Do Good? His name is Deputy Do Good, Amir. I know you knew
a couple though, aren't they?
I don't know if they're dating, because she said, let's wait a while. She wants to take it slow.
Oh,
he wants to make her his girlfriend, and she wants to trick it out. Now,
but I told y'all, I think that's because he is, and let me make this clear so y'all don't understand, because I know I talk fast, because I think he is a HOBO sexual. He is a hobosexual. I think Isaiah ain't really got it like that, and we know Elon is a cop. His mama is a 911 dispatcher, and he already said he don't make a lot of money. He is an academic advisor. And the way he was like, oh, I just want to stay with you. I miss you. It gives me the vibe that he need a place to stay. And I'm sorry, people, again, if y'all need me to read you the definition of what that is and what they do, that's what they do.
But he's an academic advisor at a university, not at a darn elementary school.
But no, we gotta think about their ending. But Jonda, you are in the area, so we gotta think about they're in the DMV.
That's true.
But let me explain this, y'all. A hobosexual is a slang term for a person who enters into a romantic or sexual relationship primarily to secure a place to live rather than for genuine emotional connection or affection. That is what he gives.
I don't want that for Isaiah and his ponytail.
But that's what he gives, and I'm not. And that's why because literally he started off saying I'm love, like I'm still in love. I'm just coming out of a relationship. Like I want.
That's the part that troubles me. The
Right, and then he's
whole
like, "But you saved me," and all of a sudden he's changed a new leaf, and I'm like, "Girl, he just need a place to stay." And I'm happy that Eva, I will give Eva her things. Nah, nigga, slow down.
well, and
You ain't
also
moving in my house. You ain't leaving your over here. I like you, but nah, you ain't. And that's what ninjas will do.
and they're also not giving an opportunity for you to see a developing relationship that makes you feel like he has fallen for her so much that he forgot the person who, mind you, he did not break up with her. She broke up with him, which means his feelings were still open towards that other person. So I need to see, which of course they don't show us on this show. They go from 0 to, hey, I love you. Um, I needed to see more of a falling for one another, because to me, every time you see them together, every conversation they have is only a slightly less gross version of the conversations that her mother has with old boy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just all kinds of innuendo into my cooch.
Look, Prince X, thank you, babe. He is a hobosexual. Eva is his mark, and he's playing that girl. And good for him. Do her dirty, sir. Now I ain't gonna say do it dirty because again, Eva's smart. Again, you can't hustle. I'm a hustler, baby. Eva's a hustler. Her mama's a hustler. So that's why she said, "No, we gotta slow down." And that's why I gotta give Eva her things. Because she realized, she was like, hold on, you just told me you didn't want to be serious. Now you out here trying to act like you in love with me. What happened overnight?
Well,
Because
I
I gave you some
figure
cookie. Because I gave you some cookie. Nah, sir. You need a place to stay.
if he's a true homosexual, the goal is, to work his way into her apartment. That way, when the mama's house is done, then him and her can move into the big house with mama.
Look, M Child said trees, but Isaiah, and I know, and you know why this resonates with my soul. I done had a couple Isaiahs in my house, and I realized they needed just a place to stay. Okay, and they ain't like me right there. They was just there for what they could get. So y'all gotta understand, y'all. No, that's why I said I could spot it from a mile away. I said, "Ooh, he just need a place to stay." And they say, even though I know somebody gonna put in chat, well, they say he got his own apartment. Okay, he might got his own apartment. Why he never there? Why he always at Eva house? Think about that. Kimi, you got anything to say about that?
Child, that man ain't got no apartment. He lying to her. That's why he always at her house, like you said. And she falling for a hook, line, and sinker. She may be pushing back. Yes, she may be acting like she pushing back, but she ain't pushing back.
I think she's falling for it too.
Because if she was pushing back enough, then she wouldn't be playing no dang strip spade with the boy. Because I would have been like, "Sir, get out my face with that."
So where does he live? Orphe Jeans or the coffee shop?
Who, Tomas?
No, Isaiah.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They say he got an apartment, but my thing is, and maybe he does. I know he doesn't live on campus, but they say he has an apartment. But again, y'all, me and Johnny can tell you in the DMV area, it is difficult unless you are making over. I think I heard on the news the other day, unless you're making over 100 and I think 40 something a year as a single person, you're not living in DC.
No, he ain't living in DC.
You might be able to get in Maryland, but even then, your rent is still about $1,800, $2,000 as in a one bed, like in a real one bedroom. Even if you go to Virginia, Alexandria, and I'm talking to you like real geographics right now, like it's it's not for the faint of heart. Like
no, it's not. In Alexandria, you being real generous unless you in the hood.
Right. But unless you in a hood, and Alexandria is nice. I ain't even know they had it. Well, I do know they have a hood.
Yeah.
But the point is that in our area, it's so expensive that it's like we know if Elon's not helping him, if he's not doing no side, that's why he taking his bitch out for milkshakes. And then I feel like somebody said last week they feel like he didn't even pay for the milkshake. She probably paid for him.
Exactly. He's staying at the
She's
hotel.
just thirsty enough.
Yeah, but he's staying at the hotel because he ain't been in town enough to be able to do all of that, get all of that. Because you came to town to visit because you were still trying to get back with your ex. So he ain't have time to find no place with him just starting at Banneker and all of that. He's staying at the hotel.
That's probably why the ex broke up with him, because he came to town to be with her, and then she was like, I don't want you living with me.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
so that goes to the homosexual theory. She broke up with him because if you got a place of your own, you come here to convince me to be with you. If I say no, I don't want to be with you anymore, then you got a home to go to. He stayed, which would mean homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, Prince X said maybe he lives at the university. The only thing I think, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't know this for sure, Prince X. So I'm gonna say that I don't like to speak on things I really don't know. But I seen online where a few people said that can't be possible because one, he's a first year, like working there, and they don't do that. They may do that for people that are like, been there and had a tenure. And maybe I'm wrong, John. Maybe you can correct me or anybody else in the. But they said they don't. From what I've heard, they don't really do that, and so he's probably living off.
No, university president and maybe one or two other high positions. That's it.
That's it, right? So I don't think that's the case, and that's why I said I think maybe he might be living, and then even then he may have an apartment, and it may be a box somewhere that is nothing. But Eva got, a decent apartment, a condo that he can come and lay up in and put his feet up and get comfortable. Yeah, he going over there. That's what it gives me. And he was like, so let me make it love bomb you and gaslight you and make it seem like I'm really into you so I can get comfortable. That's what it's giving. I'm sorry.
He trying to get into them apartment complex she in now since her mama own it. He probably think he can get a discount if he's sleeping with the daughter.
Oh,
Leslie would do that because she is so creepy. She does strike me as someone who would buy peen for her kid. She would. She would. I mean, if she had to pay for Teddy, she would. It's just that he got money. So, look at what she's willing to do to be with Ted. I mean, even with all of this nastiness we have to endure with her and Marcel, if Ted even looked in her direction, Marcel would just be sitting somewhere holding his thing, waiting on her, because she would be somewhere hopped up on Ted.
That's true. Lorena said, wait, Leslie owns the apartments now? Yeah, well, at least those 2 units. Or she bought one.
I don't know if she owns the whole
building. I thought you said she bought the apartment complex.
No, she said she bought she said she bought her the apartment.
You about to frustrate me again.
Okay, because that's why I was like, I know she ain't got much.
No. And I say that to be funny, baby.
Oh, okay.
Not like I'm really frustrated. I say that because they keep trying to convince us the girl only got $1 million. Jonda, was it you that went back and looked and confirmed that it was only $1 million? Somebody went back.
That was me.
I refused to check because it's all so ridiculous.
That was Kimi. She went back and confirmed. She went back and watched the episode. It was only $1 million. So you're not telling me again.
And then they tried to convince us that we didn't see and hear what we saw and heard. $1 million every few months or every 6 months or something like that.
That's probably why they took the episodes off, because we was going back to check.
Look, they got mad. They said these bitches out here fact checking and shit.
Because it's so crazy. Because at the end of the day,
but that's what Elaine said. You gotta suspend your logic brain, because they will tell you, no, we didn't say that. We didn't tell you that. And we're like, but no, we watched it.
Listen, the thing that's crazy about this is that Vernon and Anita they got money. But we would have to believe that Vernon and Anita have
and particularly Anita, since she's the one who set up the trust, that Anita has hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that she would be able to set up a trust that was so valuable that it had virtually unlimited funds. And they don't have that kind of money. They have money, but they don't have
that type of money. Right.
And if they did have that kind of money, Anita wouldn't be putting it all in somebody's trust and not towards her family. That's another
exactly
thing.
And they have alluded to the fact that they have set all their kids up.
Mm-hmm.
So come on. It's just nuts. I mean, she was, she was an articulate, but come on. I mean, let's not get crazy.
Okay, so Amir, this is a very good question. So this is what we were talking about. Did they ever say the exact amount that's in the trust? No, they didn't tell us what was in the trust, Amir. But what they did, the only thing that we saw, and the lawyer, based off what he said, correct me in the chat, on the panel, if I'm wrong. The lawyer said it comes every 6 months, it comes in payments, but it's not frequent. So if your first check was $1 million, which we've confirmed it was only $1 million, and I'm sorry, Michelle, I love you, girl, but we've confirmed it. Okay. If the first check was only $1 million in the DMV area, there was no way you were buying an apartment, buying an athletic center, you didn't even if we talk about banks and loans, which I'm not even into that but you couldn't even qualify to do those type of things with only $1 million, and you're building a house across the street that you bought and you doubled the price. It makes no sense.
And she got bad credit too? Yeah, nah.
It's not even about that. It's about the money coming in. But what I'm saying is, if she only had $1 million for this amount of time, and that happened in what? When did the articulate? This is when I need Elaine. Damn it! When the articulate reunion happened?
June? Late summer. Midsummer.
Yeah, midsummer. So that means, and we're in January, so it's been 6 months. So she got another $1 million, maybe, possibly, right? But do you understand what I'm saying? It's not enough money.
But everything that she did way before. She did the apartment, the athletic center, and the stuff on the house. She did all that shit by September, October.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why it doesn't match up. It's like she went nuts.
And now a health center. So there go $1 million. So there go your next $1 million right there.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't. So that's all we saying. We just calling it. We just want, again, I went to school, for video production, and
that it is.
And all I'm saying is continuity is a thing. I love y'all. It's continuity is a thing, and the people and when regular people on the street is noticing it, I mean, I have a degree in it, so I understand when I notice it. But when other people notice it, then yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem.
It's so crazy. It's hilarious.
She got the money on August 21st.
Look, there go Kimi. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
That's when she got the first meal. So she would not. They didn't say, because in that episode, the guy brought her the check. They showed the check, and she told Eva that the money just keeps coming. So we never got she's gonna get it every 6 months, or she's gonna get it like this. But they're just gonna keep giving her money. But yeah, even if that's the case, she would have ran out of that money by now. Because do trust earn interest?
I can't answer. I'm not that girl.
Because that would be the only way that she would have a lot of money in there, because of the interest that it would have been accumulating since Anita's been putting money in it. But then also Anita stopped putting money in it when she found out. Well, not even when she found out, but like maybe a month after the fact.
When she told Nicole
putting money. Yeah. But even then, the way Leslie has been spending it, she shouldn't have that much left in it.
I mean, are they giving her advances on it? I mean, what the hell?
I don't know. All I know is, and maybe look, all I know is that if I go viral tomorrow because of Michelle, I pissed Michelle off. I'm sorry. But we just fact checking. We just fact checking. But no, and Kamara said Leslie should have a negative bank account. Plus the taxes. Let's talk about that. Unless she on some the orange man stuff, you got to pay taxes. You got to pay taxes on all that. Anita said there were also investments regarding the trust. Oh, and Prince X done went into Google. Google Trust does earn interest. Okay. Look at y'all, internet sleuths. I love y'all. That's why y'all my virtual co-hosts. I appreciate y'all. So, is there anything else we want to get into about these episodes or this week?
Did we talk about Bill and Andre?
Oh, thank you. That literally was the only thing I had not checked off my list. Thank you so much. Look, see, I love my virtual co-host. Go ahead, baby.
I loved it. When he said,
and then when he said, I said what I said, counselor, or whatever
he said, I didn't stutter, counselor.
I love everything about it. I was like, you better. That's why I said I am in a really like pandemonium right now between Bill and Andre because I love them both. I told y'all I love the best parts of Bill. I see why Danny fell in love with him. I see how he got her. He's toxic as fuck, absolutely. And so is Andre, right? But Andre loves her the way she needs to be loved, gives her what she needs, and that's where she needs to go. But as women, what do we normally do? We go with the thing that's more exciting and fun and gives us a push and pull. And when things are too regular, and so I can relate to that feeling of like, oh, this is nice, but no, I gotta shake things up, and that's wild. It's wild. And when I look at Danny and I get so mad at her, but I understand it.
Yeah, Danny is giving Olivia Pope wanting the turmoil with Fitz.
Right.
I thought it was great. I loved it. Because no matter which character you like, whether you're a Bill fan, an Andre fan, neither or both, um, it was what Andre did was what needed to be done. This is my wife. I am her man. And, I'm standing my ground. And I didn't feel like he was being, macho, peeing on my territory or whatever. No, this is business. This is the way it's supposed to be handled. You are not supposed to be this invested. And you certainly are not supposed to be doing it in a manner that's disrespectful to me, because I think that's really the main issue too, which is why I'm glad that Andre stands his ground.
Hold on, I gotta read this comment because it's so funny. Prince X said, "Big Andre, not the little one." I know that's right. Honk the horn on their ass, Greg. Boop, boop.
Okay.
I know. Thank you, Prince X. Oh God, I hope you subscribe. I love you already. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
And let's call a spade a spade. Bill might be nice to have all that big cuddliness and that deep voice lying next to you, but you still a little older and stroked out. So as far as putting it down, you ain't gonna beat Andre in that department.
Well, no, she's right.
But I mean, we just gonna call it now. Now, don't get me wrong. He big sexy. Like I love all of it. But if we talking about breaking backs, you ain't there right now, the stroke dude. That's not where you at.
Yes.
Now is but back to what I was gonna say is another reason why Andre is important, that he stands his ground with Bill, aside from trying to, help maintain the peace of his household and his wife and all of that, is the fact that Bill is not approaching this respectfully. Bill tries to son Andre. So not only are you trying to exert your whole I'm the OG husband type thing, you're also trying to son him while you're at it. So it's not just disrespectful generally, but you being disrespectful specifically. And so that's a whole other level that, yeah, you got to check him.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just checking you about you disrespecting my marriage. You're deliberately trying to disrespect me. Bill says little remarks, is in the way that he rolls up on him, the way that he uses his size. Like Bill, and that's also that what makes him good as an actor as well, because he even uses his stature as part of his acting.
Yeah, I need Danny to move because Bill had a lot of audacity walking up in that bedroom like that.
Gall and gumption, and said, "Bitch, it's my house and I lived here." He said, "I nigga, I know how to escort myself out." And Andre said, "Motherfucker, what?"
Yeah.
He literally rolled up to the bedroom. I was
But and
like,
it was what it was for me was when Nicole said she's taking a bath, and he ran his ass up there so
oh yeah,
quick.
he wanted to catch her naked. He absolutely wanted to catch her naked. I
Oh,
peeped that. I,
yeah.
I peeped that. He wanted to catch her naked.
Mm.
Because I feel like if he had caught her in that tub, he would have thought it was time for him to strip and hop in. He knew what he was doing.
And
Yeah.
he would have just held her in the tub. I could see it. I
Oh,
could see
all
it, John.
all the things. And her simple behind would have let him do it.
Ugh, I was so pissed at her.
When Bill tried to find dirt on Andre, I knew it was giving hater. Andre ate him up. Baby, this ain't Phaedra. Andre said, "I ain't my Uncle Tiny Ted. You are not Carlton. You better move." Okay?
Thank you. Thank you. That is, yeah, he's been on some disrespectful stuff with Andre, and I so appreciate Vernon and how Vernon has
Is
been.
embracing Andre. Yes, I agree
He's
with
been
that.
so I love how he's been just trying to speak life and husband, because Andre has never been a husband before.
Mhm.
Speaking husband into him, being a father to him and whatever. And you can see in those moments with Andre why Bill misses having Vernon in his life so much.
Mhm.
I can't wait till Bill sees Andre and Vernon together though, for real.
Yeah, because Vernon is like loving him some Andre. Like that's you know
I've been dying because I don't know if you with John, you're not big on Twitter, but I said I can't wait to see Bill sliding down the wall when he finds out the relationship that Vernon and Andre have, because that's what he always strived for, hoped for, wanted, because apparently his dad was a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
oh
So he
yeah,
wanted
no,
that so bad, and Andre got it without even, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because they already cared about Andre. Their misgivings with him were understandable, age difference, he's Ted's nephew and what have you. But technically, they already liked him. They
right.
never had an issue with Andre. They just had an issue with the relationship because it didn't make
I
any
was
sense
gonna say,
to
can
them.
we just be honest? I think they had to take a minute, just like we all had to take a minute
Absolutely.
as black people and say, hold on, let me make sure. So technically, I guess y'all not related. So I guess
Right.
it's not, but we all had to sit there and do that because again, if you go back and watch my old recaps, I was like that. Oh, that's nasty. I said I'm
But
from the
also,
country, and
Andre has
even
been.
we say after the third cousin, but it got to be the third cousin, and it don't count. It can't
But
be like
and also, it sounds like Andre has been in their lives. I mean,
yeah.
he's
Because
well.
Ryan said
If he's
he
Ted's
knows the
nephew,
parents.
yeah, and technically, if he's Ted's nephew, and Ted and Nicole were married for at least as long as Martin was alive, and we know that Martin is in his 30s, then they've known him since he was a little boy in one capacity or another, even if it was just him popping in ever so often. They may not have had him like running through the hallways of the Dupree mansion, but but they did know him, and they knew him as a little kid who was Ted's nephew, and Danny and Nicole being grown ass women.
Mm-hmm.
And now the little nephew is with your daughter. So, yes,
I mean, when you say it like that,
But I
but
mean, Kimmy, that's what it was, and that's because I had a hard time accepting Andre and
I
Danny. I
mean,
did. I
it's
did.
definitely giving Ashley sleeping with Sharice's son. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. It is, it is.
Mhm. Well, it is. Is just, they nicer about it, and they were fairly on the up and up about it, and what have you. But yeah, it's a little creepy.
Oh, A. Smith has a good question. Does anyone think Bill slides down the wall when he try to get at Lynette? I don't think so. Bill's too worried about Danny and then trying to keep Haley. So he
Wait a
got
minute, who's Lynette? I can't remember
the
who that.
Haley little friend, the one that she wanted to come and hire Bill to.
I mean, I guess if she come around and toss it at him, although we didn't see it in real time because the show didn't exist, and by the time the show, our introduction to Bill was he's already married to Haley. But if we are to believe everything that has ever been that everyone says about how Bill gets down, including how he got with Haley, Bill is no stranger to catching whatever cooch is thrown in his direction. So if he's over it with Haley and he don't have a chance with Danny, why not?
Mm, okay, I love that theory. What you think, Kimmy?
Yeah, I was gonna say that I think Bill is he would cheat with Danny before anybody else, but if he knows that he can't cheat with Danny, then yeah, he would go for Lynette if Lynette throwing it at him like that. And I
Hmm.
feel like she probably going to because she's trying to get back at Haley. So,
Especially if the Haley thing is either on the decline or by the time that happens, it's pretty much wrapping up. I guess it depends on when they bring that character back. Do we know if she's going to be recurring at all?
I haven't heard anything.
And the fact that we're not seeing her, but they're working her cases. Why? But I imagine we're gonna see her again.
Yeah,
But
since
I
they
don't know because again, they brought Kyle on for 2 days and then he disappeared, and I was like, "Well, what was
And
that
and
about?"
the build up to Kyle, the articles and whatever, you couldn't have told me that he wasn't
Right,
going to
I thought he
be
was
a
about to be a
recurring
love
character.
interest. Right, because the way they built him up, that's why I'm like, "Oh, I don't believe in these
I
stories."
mean, even if you like, even when you Google it and see the articles, they're like soap veteran, da 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 da, has signed on to come to Beyond the Gates. And I was like, okay. And I mean, and it's not that we couldn't use those characters because again, if not Nicole, there's other women that he could be getting with, or not even necessarily getting with a woman per se, just having some kind of B storyline going on because again, going back to old school soaps, not every storyline is necessarily about who is in love with who. It could be shady business deals, some craziness going on at the hospital, what have you. It
So
could be anything.
I love what Cleo said. Bill said Andre was playing with blocks while they was on their honeymoon. I don't like the relationship because of that very reason.
And sadly, that is probably 1000% true.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But and only because Danny got married so young. She got married at
It,
what she said 19, 20.
it's
Like she was
still true though.
but it's very so but when you think about so because I date somebody that's older, so I'm like, hold on, when you get older, the gap becomes smaller because
Well,
nobody looks
no,
at
I'm not saying that it's whatever. I was just saying it's true, and it's a unfortunate. That's what I'm saying. Bill uses those things to try to sun him, even if it's true. It's effed up, but true. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
And
no, I agree with you. A 19-year-old being with a 40-year-old is more problematic than a 30-year-old being with a 50-year-old or a
Right,
40-year-old being with a 60-year-old because
right.
as you get older, I mean, the gap still is what it is, but the whole adult, versus child,
Child
teen
and
versus
the
adult thing
mentality. Yeah,
is different.
I
but Bill
agree.
honestly can't say nothing because the one
Haley is
he's
12.
with
Not
exactly is
nearly as
probably
12.
Yeah, she was playing with blocks when he was on his honeymoon too. So what is he talking about?
She was literally friends with your child.
Right.
That is literally how she came in your life. But you know, with men, it's always different in their mind. You know, well, you know, an older man being with a younger woman, that's normal. But an older woman being with a younger man, that's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, chances are you all did the grooming, bruh.
Mm,
But no, because Haley, and in the case of Haley, at least with Andre and Danny, yeah, he looks kind of younger than her, but not. He doesn't look like exponentially younger than her, but he does look younger than her, and I think part of that is because we know he's younger than her because
right.
Carla is actually she doesn't look her age.
She
Yeah.
doesn't.
So,
She doesn't, because I think
but
she's in her 50s, but she looks like she's in her
yeah,
30s.
whereas with Bill, he looks noticeably older than her, and not just because of his size versus hers. His size versus hers just makes it worse
Mm-hmm.
because he is so much bigger than her that it reinforces the age thing. This is where their size thing plays. It's great with him with other characters because, like I said, he uses his size well as almost like a prop in how he acts
Yes.
with other people. But with Haley, it doesn't have the same positive effect, is more of a negative effect because she looks so young, and on top of it she's so damn tiny that it ratchets up the creep factor because she looks more like his kid than Naomi does. Naomi obviously is younger than him, but at least she looks like a colleague if he were dating her. She looks like his child.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the size, because I'm a shorty too, so I get it. She's probably the height of the average 14-year-old, and she just itty bitty, and she got the cute little face and whatever. Yeah, ugh. Meanwhile, he's what, like 6'6", 230. I mean, yeah, they look crazy.
Yeah, y'all. It's it's nuts. Thank you guys.
Thank
Haley might
you.
send Lynette in as a ringer to sleep with Bill and catch him up for divorce. That would be a good changing storyline. Okay, El Michelle, I like that. I like how you linked that in. Kamara said, I'm gonna say it again. Haley lost Lynette as a friend because they were cons. Naomi was the first friend Haley Valerie ever had. And that's why Haley, and I've always said that, Kamara, she really
I
does
agree.
cherish that relationship with Naomi. That's
Yep.
the problem. She went in as
Even
a
though it was
con.
a part of a con, it's probably like she
She
said, that's the
really,
only
yeah.
true friend she ever had. Because we know Naomi will kick her family to the curb for her friends, so she probably treated her so good.
Right.
Well, let's talk about a thing. I ain't wanting to, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, how did we get here? Deborah Cox, how did we get here?
Naomi.
Naomi. And that's why she feels so guilty, and that's why she hate that girl so much. And she has every right to hate her that much. But that's why you shouldn't give her any grace. Don't let up off her neck. Keep your foot on her neck and keep going. And granted, it's your daddy. You gotta forgive him, but you know what I'm saying. The height difference be kind of weird with Haley literally gives child no disrespect. It does. Princess said no, Carla is not in her 50s. She's 44. Oh, I didn't know. I thought she was older, but she looks really good. Like I didn't even think she
Oh
was in
yeah,
her.
not to imply that she looks like she's in her 50s.
Yeah,
It was
because she
just
looks like
it was just
she
an
looked damn.
assumption.
It might look younger than me. Like the girl looks
No,
very beautiful.
she looks absolutely
But y'all know
gorgeous.
black don't crack. So I wasn't.
Mhm.
And Daphne is doing her damn thing. Okay, and Daphne is the one that's close to 50. That makes sense. Thank you,
Yeah,
Princess.
now that I knew.
Um, yeah, Carla and Daphne both look great. Aside from her trying to be Naomi's pappy, I think Haley likes her. She hates Danny and Bill, but I think she has a soft spot. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
she does.
It's something in her. And so we'll see how that plays out because
Yeah.
she's trying to poison her daddy. Maybe she feel like she'll be better without her daddy, but that's weird. And
Well,
then
no, the poison in her daddy is about the money. That's about the con. The insurance policy is intact, and now that she's trying to secure the overseas house, and all of that. But no, that's just about the calm, pure and simple.
So before we get up out of here, I'm gonna leave y'all with this piece, and I just thought of this. This is my closing. It's my benediction. Okay. So if y'all remember, Haley told Naomi this whole story about how she had, and she didn't go tell her daddy. So it more enforces with me that Naomi is the fucking ops and has been this whole time. Because when Haley sat there and told her, "Oh, I was pregnant, but then I lost a baby and da 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 and whatever," and why did she go tell her daddy? And that really upset me. And she still to this day has not went and told her daddy.
Naomi hates her family.
I'ma just leave y'all with that. So y'all can really
Naomi hates her.
do your homework. Go back and watch the recaps. Go back and watch. And when we come back next week, members, because it's gonna be a members only. When we come back next week, members, I want y'all to understand. Because I will never forget. It's like 9/11. Never forget Naomi is the goddamn ops. Okay,
Naomi is the ops.
Naomi is the ops.
Ted is trash.
Ops. I feel like she's been an op since she came out the goddamn womb. Never forget. Okay.
I am dead.
And don't forget. Oh no, I'm not leaving you with that. And don't forget that we need to figure out. Y'all start. Beyond the Gates listens to us. So we talking to them directly. Y'all need to start putting in the chat. Y'all need to start tweeting. Have Ted meet Doug at the crossroads so he won't be lonely because I'm tired. Goddamn
I am
tired.
literally going to start tweeting tonight. I'm getting off here and I'm going to do a couple of tweets before I go to bed.
Crossroads gift where Eazy-E walking up to the joint with the angels. Do it. Because that's where he need to go to meet Ted so he won't be lonely because I'm tired of Ted. He ain't shit. We gotta go. But everybody else we can keep. We doing good. I love y'all Beyond the Gates. Y'all have done a great job this week so far. And I am very impressed in how y'all are coming into season 2. Are there some things that we can work on? And we've talked about that. However,
before we go to answer Princess's question, Papa Pope. His monologues were so much better. She asked earlier, last question, who has a better monologue, Papa Pope or Leslie? And so I'm saying,
okay.
Pope. Sorry.
Papa Pope, no. And so before we get up out of here, and
actually we could do woman to woman. Yes, Papa Pope, but remember for that brief period of time, we had Mama Pope and her monologues were killer too.
That was the truth, yeah. And it was that's so few and far between. I remember Papa Pope's monologues; they was real. But
Mama wasn't there very long.
Yeah. But y'all, Jonda, let us know what you got going on your channel.
Why, thank you, darling. So this week has been a treat. If you go to the channel now, the latest episode went up yesterday. Very excited about it. And it's called Trading in the Boogers and Other Mess. And in that episode, I cover some messy booger couples, including going way back, rocker Tommy Lee and his wife, Cardi and Stefan Diggs, Matt Khalil and Haley Bailey, and Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. If you pay attention to my shorts, I'm also hitting you with a little bit of traders in the shorts. And next episode coming up this weekend will be some additional cases. It's going to be a triple header on that one with Tyler Perry, Donnie McClurkin, and Timothy Busfield's current SMEX abuse case. So good stuff coming up, lots and lots to talk about. And of course, on the shorts, I'll hit you with the fun stuff.
Yes, and if you guys would like to subscribe, please. Her YouTube is pinned at the top, and then Kimi, let us know what you got going on. I also dropped her link. I'm about to pin her, so I want to make sure you
And I'm
get
on TikTok as well at Just Jonda. The TikTok is new, but I'm putting the shorts over there as well. So, but definitely, please, please, please follow me on YouTube. I need those
Yes,
numbers. I need the followers.
yes. We gotta support guys because these ladies get up here and they do this and they give us our time off just the love of me and y'all and the audience, and I appreciate them. But no, I don't pay them, and they do this just off the love. Okay, y'all. So we appreciate y'all for coming up here and supporting us and supporting them. So make sure y'all go and subscribe. And Kimi, let us know what you got going on your channel. I just dropped your link in the chat. I'm about to move it to the top and pin it. So if you guys want to go follow her as well, what you got going on, babe?
I'm gonna post the rest of the week's Beyond the Gates tomorrow. I'm also posting my review of His and Hers. So if y'all have not watched that, please.
Oh, you did that?
Yes, I'm gonna post it tomorrow.
Oh my God, I'm gonna watch yours first before because I was on the fence whether I was gonna do it or even watch it. I haven't watched it, so okay.
Oh my, you haven't watched? You gotta watch it. You have to watch it. It is so good.
No, but I'm not that person. Like if your review is good, I'll go watch it. But if your review is like if you you don't really like it, then I won't watch it.
See, but you can't watch the review because you're gonna get spoiled. That's why I just want you.
No, I don't mind spoilers. That's what I'm saying. I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna post that, and I started watching Traitors. I didn't realize how good that was. So I'm about to do their first 4 episodes. So I'm gonna watch when we get off. I'm gonna watch episode 4, and I'm gonna try to post that by this weekend.
Well, awesome. Look, Jonna says she liked His and Hers. It was wild. Okay. All right. Well, y'all know I gotta get y'all. I was literally in the middle of literally when I get off here, y'all will probably getting early morning notifications of Beyond the Gates recaps, individual recaps that I was giving y'all throughout the week that I just been in the office, and unfortunately I'm lazy and I didn't got comfortable with being at home. So once I go into the office, I'm like, oh, I'm so depleted. I need to sleep. So I'm gonna get y'all all those things, and this week individual recaps. We also got Real Housewives Potomac. We are so behind. I also got to get y'all tomorrow. Starts Love at the Lockup. Okay, our favorite ratchet show. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. I don't know if I'm gonna do that live or not because again, I'm supposed to be having a niece in the next couple hours. So I'm probably not gonna do that live because I will probably be at the hospital greeting my 3rd baby. So yeah, but thank y'all so much for getting up here and supporting us. Just Jonda, I am Sky, and Kimi. I appreciate y'all. Please understand, I could not do this without y'all. Elaine, you were here in spirit. We missed you. We talked about you, and I hope you watch the recap and know that we love you and wish you were here. But I hope you feel better. And yeah, y'all, I love y'all. Have a happy Friday, and yeah, we'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.